My nigga solid. He ain't never gonna be able to tell on nobody, nigga.
Nope. Ever.
Bro, I didn't even know how to use one of these, bro. I feel like, nah, I probably... Yo, so, yeah, so...
We in? Alright, yes sir. You know what it is. Your boy Big Picture Fats. Big Picture Music here presenting you with the gray area. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with a team right now. And guess what, guys? It's the big boy season. You see the couch is filled with the big boys.
Facts.
Except my man's right here. You know what I'm saying? We got to get this nigga comfortable.
He used to be big.
You know, like, oh, he used to be big? Oh, he's a recovering fat boy.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what's
in
up.
recovery, bro.
We're going to see if we can make him relapse today. Nah, we ain't doing that. We're not going to present
downstairs at the store, bro.
Oh, for real?
He was about to.
Word. But nah, let me introduce everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is Nico, all the way at the other side.
Yeah.
This is my man Kamari right here, and this is my homie Syfe right here. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it.
Sir.
We in the gray area, about to tune in. So let's get it started first. I want to get into it with you, Syfe, because you're the person that reached out about the podcast and everything, which I appreciate. Thank you for that, because this is something that I'm just getting started in. The purpose of this podcast, I want everybody to understand that, you know, it's called the gray area because there's no limit to the things that you can talk about here. It doesn't just have to be music. It could be like, you know, you'll see women on here, you'll see credit repair people on here, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like Joe Rogan shit, you know what I mean? Because he has different people from different spectrums and shit like that, you feel me? So although you're an artist, I know that comes with a lot. So we ain't gonna just stick to the artist part. We're gonna give people a personal idea of who you are, where you come from, how you got where you at type shit, you know what I'm saying? So first, I got you on Instagram. I followed you, and your Instagram name is Cashmere Woods.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
So that's like my alter ego, bro. Like, you know, when I get lit, get drunk, that's not me no more, bro. That's Cashmere. I'm a lot more smooth, you know what I'm saying? Confidence go up crazy. You know what
so
I'm
you
saying?
get more confident when you get a little liquor and you get a little more open.
Well, I feel like I'm more extrovert, you know what I'm saying? Like when
Yeah.
I'm chilling, I just be to myself, you know, my boys and shit. But when, you know, I get comfortable, you know what I'm saying? My personality starts to show out and shit. So Cashmere Woods is that guy.
Yeah,
That guy.
I can definitely get that. You know, it's funny. I used to like when I first started doing shows, and you know how you get that butterfly feeling when you start getting ready to perform.
So I got that to this day.
Same, always. It never
this day.
changes. It never leaves. No matter how cocky you are, no matter how, you know what I'm saying? That shit never changed. But I used to always have my sunglasses, like dark ass shades on the stage, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to feel like the little white boy from the Big Daddy movie, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? He used to feel invisible and shit, like these niggas can't see me, they can just hear me, nigga. Like, nah. But nah, it just gave me, like, that was like, I get what you mean about going into a specific zone to, like, you know, pull out the extroverted. Because, like, as an artist, I'm not, I don't like crowds. I don't like being around a whole bunch of people. I don't trust motherfuckers that much. You know what I'm saying?
That's just being from the hood too, bro.
Exactly.
You know, like big crowds is kind of scary.
Exactly.
It's intimidating.
It's always something
like
going on.
anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? At any given second.
Correct. So I definitely get what you mean by that. So definitely a couple drinks in me too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure out how to It's kind of smooth.
Yeah, I start dancing and shit, bro. I don't be dancing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I start dancing a little 1-2, bro. Like, get right.
Okay, and then Syfe, that's your name. Is it Syfe, or is that just Syfe for short, or is it something else that goes with Syfe? Or is it just
so
Syfe?
like my government name is Cypher, Cypher. So you know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard that? This is his government name.
Yeah, bro. It's like my second time saying this on a podcast.
For real?
Yeah, so like I'm just more open with it and shit. 'Cause at first when I was younger, bro, like I'd be in school and people would be making fun of me because I guess there's a Pokemon called Scyther.
Oh, Scyther.
I don't fuck with Pokemon like that,
I
you know?
That shit, yeah.
So, and they be like, yo, Scyther, or like Swiper from Dora.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
I think that
I'm about to start stealing, bro. Now that y'all tempted me now. But nah.
He's about to start stealing.
So, like, once I got to high school, you know what I'm saying, people started calling me Syfe. I was like, I fuck with that. Like, I fuck with Syfe. And I've been Syfe ever since high school.
Syfe and Cypher's dope for me because I'm into the spiritual part. Like, I'm also a 5%er, so Cypher.
Yeah, my pops is.
You know what I'm saying? Cypher to me, that has a whole crazy meaning, like 360 degrees. You know, keeping your cipher complete with the proper people. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. That word is very important to me. That's why I'm like, damn, I never met nobody with a name and that shit government. That's fire to me. So
I appreciate
fuck
you.
all y'all niggas who was hating on the name Cypher, nigga.
Dog.
And now look at them now, you fucking losers.
Look where I'm at, man.
Word up, word up.
Here.
And you have you are, because when I did the when I met you, and just so y'all know, I don't know him personally. We had met one time at a show, and I was judging, and he was one of the artists, and he fucking killed it. But you was with a group.
Yeah, my dog right here. Then we got D-Block too. He's not here today, but you know what I'm saying? He was also up there and he killed that.
Hustle Killer. That's the name of the group.
That's the collective.
Yeah.
When did y'all come together as a unit?
man right here, he started it all before
Right.
before even we was a part of it. You know, I feel that's like I've been part of the collective for about 4 years now, but I still feel new. I still feel like I just started yesterday.
Fire.
So he's been doing this for 10 plus years.
Fire. Okay, that's what it is. I'm gonna jump over to you since you just said you started it. So, wait, are you the original creator of?
Yeah.
So you're the OG, triple OG.
CEO.
That's what's up.
Hey.
I love that. Meet the CEO of Cypher Killer. That's fire, my dude Nico. So, the name's fire. The name's fire. What was the inspiration for it?
So, fucking, I was a big like Childish Gambino fan.
Yeah.
Like when he first came out.
Who was it?
And Childish Gambino, he used a name generator.
Yeah.
So I was like using a name generator and just coming up with different shit because I want to start a clothing brand. Cause like I used to hustle like a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need something that's catchy, and I just kept fucking away. But none of them are coming like together, and like every time I like be hustling and doing shit, be like anything I'm good at, I kill it. Like that's just the East Coast thing we say. Like, oh, he killed that.
Yeah.
He's killing that shit. Like so I just put the hustle and the just came and clicked,
dope.
and like the way it just looked, the two words, like I don't know, just like you know when you like that feeling you get when something just feels super right, like you like. I don't know, like when you make a song and you come up with the title or like the cover art, it just
yeah.
fits
Like,
perfect.
absolutely.
It just fits so perfect. And like when I started, it was just clothing.
Yeah.
And I used to just wear it and perform, and people were like, yo, I need a shirt. So I was like, damn, I don't have.
Like-
so I started making them, and then
Yeah.
it just went from there with the clothing, just blew up.
That's fire,
Like, and
bro.
anytime I was like meeting people, like making plays, I'd have the shirts in the trunk. They grabbed the shirt and just went hand in hand, and like I couldn't even keep up at one point. And just I was like already making music with like a group of shit, but it wasn't anything to do with the brand. You know what I'm saying? That was just like a extra thing I was doing. But then it just like got so big, it just took over everything.
That's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah,
That's how it goes, bro.
Just
I'm
became a
definitely
whole
gonna get some
movement.
part. You got stuff online? Or?
Yeah, we got a whole
Word.
Online
And
situation.
I'm not even gonna ask if you got my size because we see
Yeah,
the
yep,
big boys
we
in
got
here.
every size.
Yo, I be getting so tight with a lot of these local brands.
Oh, nah,
like
we
Marvel
make
Clothes.
sure.
They be acting like
They be
big
going
niggas
up to
don't get
3X.
dressed.
They go up to 3X.
Nah,
man.
some of
That's
my
it, and that's
online
if. That's
it-
a maybe. Sometimes they
Yeah,
don't even go
they go
there,
to
but I,
Online it goes to 5.
yeah.
We make
Oh,
sure.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
Online
good
it goes
then, you
big,
good.
big. Yeah.
That's good, bro. 'cause
Nah.
No bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you, you fucking brands out there, yo. Listen, man. Big niggas. First of all, we've been popping since the '90s and '80s, bro. Like big
Facts.
niggas been lit. I don't know what y'all thought this was, but y'all niggas always selling the clothes to the skinny niggas. Like, what y'all think? Big niggas don't look good in your clothes? We be trying to support y'all too, and y'all always want to stop at 2X, bro.
I
Like,
think
niggas are
I
selfish.
feel like big
where's the clothes
dudes,
for the big backs? Stop
big
playing
dudes
with
and females probably buy the most stuff.
me. Absolutely, I
You
would
know,
agree.
and now half the population is pretty big. Like,
Facts, you
so
know?
it's a couple of years ago, like everybody big. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
No bullshit. So definitely take heed to that, y'all. But no, Hustle Killer, that's a dope ass name, and I'm definitely gonna, cause that I could definitely rock that on my clothes.
Oh, yeah, we
Like,
got
know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
got
feel
you.
me? And honestly, y'all might not know, but y'all will see a lot of the like hoodies and like outfits that I wear. I don't really own a lot of like name brand like hoodies.
all
Like,
local
it's
shit.
all local. Like,
Yeah, it's
you
the
know
best
what I'm
way.
God's love.
saying? Yeah,
it's the
like,
best way.
I even have clothes of people that I don't like and don't like me. I still buy their clothes.
Well, it is too. Every time you buy some shit, like that's really giving back to the community, dude.
Agreed.
Like to the people that are really coming from where you're from, or
Exactly. And
You know what I
what's
mean?
funny when I get where I'm going, which is to you know what I mean, multi-millionaire type shit.
facts.
I don't want nobody to can't nobody ever be like, well, he didn't support me or he
Yeah.
just looked past me when he see me. Like, nigga, I'm never doing that to nobody. I was that nigga before. I was,
Yep.
like, I got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been told no a million times, and that's why I'm doing this podcast, because although at some point when this podcast gets bigger and you'll see a lot of bigger faces on the podcast, I'm still gonna always make the base of my podcast around local artists and local talent, because we don't get enough voices. We don't get enough time to speak.
Yeah,
We
you
don't
know
get-
what's missing.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I feel like a lot of these podcasts who's like Capone and like, Adam from Jump, you know what I mean? No
Yeah.
Jumper and shit like that. They're dope ass podcasts, but I feel like I see too many super popular faces on there.
They
and
all
don't-
started with, and
exactly, that's how. But where the fuck did why'd y'all stop doing that? Y'all done got big enough, and now y'all like, fuck y'all little niggas. You gonna have to pay me 10 bands to get on the show. Why am I have to pay now? The smaller guy got to pay you to get, because you got a bigger platform. Like, no, you got that shit from the smaller.
it's kind of
You feel me?
the food chain of like any like once because like the popularity is what sells anything.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I
Correct.
mean?
However, if once you get to the say I get a couple million,
Yeah.
start getting a million views and shit like that, right? I understand that people seeing famous faces on my show is gonna keep people coming.
It's gonna up the price.
But what's the problem with having a cheat day?
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? What's the problem with like?
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
a balance.
Just like you got fucking the launch pad. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem with that?
It's
you can have
painted-
1 or 2 people a month. That's not super crazy big that you can just give a platform to be able to be seen to be, and that's you got the discretion to judge whether or not they're good enough.
Yeah.
You don't got to have no trash ass niggas on the show. You can,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just just to your own discretion, but give people a fucking.
And you
chance,
paying it
feel me?
forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Correct.
all those bigger people started off small until someone gave them a chance.
Exactly.
Connected them. Like, Adam wasn't getting nobody famous until he, like, really, like, 6'9", and, like, that's
Yeah.
when he really blew up because he was the only one really interviewing him and getting that exclusive interview, you know
Right,
what
right.
I mean?
Mhm.
So, and the viralness, like, that people chase the hype, so
Absolutely.
that's what, and then they get, like, for instance, you were like, why Adam changed and he's just doing celebrities. I think a lot of them chase that likes and the views, and it's
Yeah.
like
Right.
you get
Right.
addicted. You have to keep that. Okay, now we gotta go bigger. It's like
Right.
most of them are in competition with themselves, trying to
Exactly.
keep up.
You're right, and you know what? I think that has a lot to do why I've been seeing a lot of podcasters interviewing podcasters. That doesn't make no fucking sense to me. I don't get
no.
that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
don't get it.
I don't get, nigga. You guys all do the same fucking
Especially
thing.
if you're not
saying
still
you should be
doing
in
it.
competition because you shouldn't. You should be bigging each other up for sure. Show each other
Yeah,
love.
pay it forward.
But it's like y'all niggas done ran out of niggas to interview, so y'all niggas is interviewing each other now. How about go back to the logo artist, motherfucker? Niggas
for
is,
real.
I bet you can go right to your comment section and see, yo, get me on the show, Adam. Click on that motherfucking name and see what they sound like and see if they deserve a shot to be heard. You feel me?
No, it's facts.
Like I'm not doing this for the views. I'm not. That's why on this show you're gonna probably hear some shit that people.
Everything.
I'm probably gonna end up getting banned from a couple things at some point. Like they're gonna kick me off a couple platforms for a little bit, and I'm gonna have to like because I know a lot. You know what I'm saying? And depending on who I have on the show and what we talking about, I'm gonna say shit that people in the industry just don't like.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And people that I know is gonna do the same shit. So it's like
Especially people you know.
Everything-
there's not gonna be no limit to what the fuck you about to be able to say on here. You know what I'm saying?
Everything-
You're gonna have to ban me from some shit. Like you know what I mean?
Everything now is really just about views and likes. That's how everybody like perceives everything. No matter if
Numbers.
it's online photos, videos, story views, just everything is now like how much motion you got. Like it doesn't even matter if you could be the most not good rapper, but if you got like 100 people sharing your shit, bro, mad people, that you got motion. at
Yeah,
that
it's
point.
not the talent no more.
It's just
for real.
like it's really
the
not the
popularity
talent.
contest,
It's
for real.
Yeah,
everybody.
If you can do
Popularity,
something
bro.
goofy enough or stupid enough.
Yeah.
Like for example, I was looking at the video you posted recently of you spitting, the reel.
Yeah.
And you was spitting, like, you know, that doesn't happen. Like, you know what I mean? That's another thing that I wanted to bring up here because you not a trendy rapper. You know what I'm saying? You're a lyricist. And that's
I
my
appreciate
favorite. That's
that.
my
Thank
favorite
you.
part about your music is that you're a lyricist. You're not a fucking trendy rapper. You don't sound like nobody but yourself.
Thank you,
You
bro.
got your own style, your own flow. You know what I'm saying? And you mad confident. You in your fucking pocket. You feel me? And I like, and I definitely got respect for any big nigga who's fucking making the big niggas look right. You
Hey,
know what I'm
man,
saying?
got to,
Because
bro.
you got a whole bunch of niggas that's making us look real bad out here.
Nah,
you feel
facts.
me? So
That
this
shit's scary, bro. Scary hours, bro.
Yeah, there's
I was a
always-
big nigga before.
You
I
know what I'm
was real
saying?
big.
Yeah, he's
Man, you
still,
don't count no more,
He's
bro.
still,
You don't-
nah, we gotta leave him in the big nigga club.
Nah,
Look,
he really get me mad, bro. Cause like he'll be like, "Damn, bro, I'm mad fat," and then they'll take his shirt off. He just mad Aki, bro. I'm like, what you, like where, bro? Like what?
Nah, no bullshit. A lot of people probably gonna cuss me out for saying I'm fat too, because I've been on a little fucking, like I weigh a lot. I'm 300 pounds, but I be killing the gym, bro. And for some reason, I keep replacing fat with muscle, so the weight's
Yeah.
not going nowhere.
And muscle weight more than fat, bro.
Exactly. So I'm like, I'm 300, but I can do pull-ups, nigga. So it's like, I be in the gym getting it. You feel me?
Yeah, strong
but,
as shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like-
Them bodybuilders be in the gym. Like, one day I went to the gym and I'm like, excuse me, can I jump on this pull-up bar real quick? I had to get a warm-up set, right? And these dudes were literally like, you could tell they be juicing and shit. They was
Yeah.
swollen and shit, right?
that's
So they
crazy.
stood back and they was like, go ahead. They gave me like a little chuckle, like, yeah, this fat fuck ain't about to do no pull-ups. I swear to God.
Nah, that shit wicked.
So I get up there and I start hitting. I hit like 12.
Yeah.
Straight, legs straight, like I'm not wiggling and shit.
Yeah,
you
good
feel me?
form and
Nice
everything.
step, and then I held at the end.
Yeah, like
Came
I
down
do
nice and
this.
slow.
I do this.
Right. These motherfuckers like, dude, how much you weigh? I'm like 300. It's like, get the fuck out. Because they couldn't even do pull-ups, but they was ripped.
See?
Because they only lift the dumbbells and the weights. They don't do like body squats and fucking burpees and push-ups and dips, and I do all that. I still do calisthenics.
He be doing all that shit,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Yeah, you gotta
He
be
doing all that
that's
shit.
real strength, bro.
Yup.
That other shit is fucking it's limited, bro. You can go get yourself mad swollen off of weights, bro, but go ahead and let them weights go for 30 days and see your shit deflate.
Nah, honestly,
You know what I'm saying?
it's a learning experience of just knowing like how to like, you know, certain shit at the gym. Just I think now everybody don't want to take advice. They just want to just like know
Absolutely.
Everybody's like, especially at the
I know
gym.
my body.
Yeah, especially at
That's
the
everybody's favorite shit.
Yeah.
especially at the gym. The worst thing if you don't know the person, just don't tell them anything about how to work out. Let them learn. When they go home the next morning back fucked up
Yeah.
and shit,
Nah,
that's
for
on
real.
them.
Yeah.
That form is key, bro.
Yup.
That's the
It's
most
not all
important
about
thing.
lifting heavy, bro.
It's
It's
the
about that
only thing
form.
that matters to me.
Yup.
Is the fucking form,
real.
bro. It doesn't. I
form.
don't need to lift no heavy weights, nigga. It doesn't matter if I'm just standing there doing curls. I need to make sure my elbows is fucking. My elbows be hugging my motherfucking sides.
gotta
Like
be
you know what I'm
tucked,
saying?
bro. Shit's tucked.
like I can't get over enough that posture is very important when it comes to working out. Because I done
For real.
fucked my. No, I went to the feds and I was literally in there with niggas who built like G.I. Joe. You feel me?
Yeah.
So these motherfuckers is in there, and I call it throwing weight around because these motherfuckers had me squatting 300, 400, 500 pounds, but my posture wasn't right. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but trying to keep up with a nigga who was stronger than me. So I came home with all kind of back problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? Knees fucked up. You feel me? And I learned why. It's because my whole shit was wrong. I got a personal trainer. Nigga taught me how to do everything right. And I had two trainers. One dude who was a fat dude who got really skinny, so he had to do a lot of like cardio and shit like that. And then my other trainer, he was a bodybuilder, like professional, like had mad trophies and shit. So there was two different types of training.
Yeah.
The dude who lost all the fat, he had me doing a lot of like running.
Cardio.
Shout out to my nigga Julio Tavares. He's definitely one of the best trainers in the city, and he did meal prep for a long time too. I don't think he does it no more, but I used to purchase his meal prep. But that boy had me on some dangerous shit. I was doing like circuit training and all kinds of shit, so the weight was just shedding off. But then a while after working with him, I worked with this bodybuilder dude. His name's Jeff Surratt. He won so many trophies and shit. He was fucking huge. Now, he taught me how to, you know, blow my shit up. Like, because I was doing a lot of negatives. I didn't know about negatives and positives and shit like that. And time under tension is what he called it. You feel me? So as I'm lifting weights, I'm just pulling that shit up nice and slow, mad slow. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
how
it's
many.
the
I don't give a fuck if I can
resistance.
only do
It's,
4 or 5 reps. I'm doing it as slow as
Yeah.
possible. You feel me? And then maxing out. Like I'll have like twice a week. I'll do max out sessions where I'll do as many push-ups as I can possibly. Just one set of everything, full body. One set of push-ups, many as you can possibly do. One set of pull-ups, many as you can do. Dips, many as you can do. Squats, many as you can do. Till you can't. Planks, many as you can fucking do. I mean, as long as you can do a plank. And that shit, bro, that shit changed my whole. It's like
It's working to
whatever.
failure.
Yeah, whatever exactly. And whatever part of my body I feel like needs the most work, I can literally focus. I learned from adding those, blending those two in, to just focus on. Fine, if I want it to look like that, I gotta focus on it like that.
I seen a video on YouTube. I was telling him the other day, I was like, bro, like one thing I will say, YouTube, they definitely be spying on what you watch. Because on top of that, like you could look up some workout shit, you go to your shorts, bro, they start recommending you shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And the next thing you know, like I started seeing this one video that just talks about just like working to like muscle failure, like in the gym. Like the thing is, it's like a lot of people, like when you go to work out, it's like, yeah, you can do reps and all that shit, but it's like
Stop counting
you just want to go to like really like until you can't do no more. That's why when them niggas be in the gym lifting, bro.
Yeah.
Them
Motherfuckers
niggas
be looking crazy. That's why niggas don't be want to do it, because of how they be looking.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
when you go into failure, nigga, your faces and shit you be making.
Yeah, bro. That shit be embarrassing.
crazy work.
I gotta be alone.
Like you be looking
That
crazy.
shit just
as hell.
sound crazy. You just
Right.
like close your
Bro.
eyes, bro. You don't even know where the fuck you at.
niggas be at the gym, they
Be like, hold on, is this a Diddy party going on here?
Nah, for real.
I don't know.
Now the worst part I hate is like you can have headphones in, you take your headphones out, you just hear nigga, like bro,
Facts.
like nigga, yo, like across the whole room, you just hear that shit. You're like, nah,
Word
that's niggas be wilding at the gym.
What y'all?
He be wilding at the gym. He got no gym etiquette, bro. He be slamming the weights hard as shit.
You should be able
Like
to do
he
that in the
He-Man.
gym. What gym you go to?
Planet, we go to Planet
Oh,
Fitness,
you
my
can't do that
nigga.
shit in there. They kick you
That's
out.
what I'm saying, bro. They
Nah.
gonna start the lunk alarm and everything,
Yeah,
bro. You
I
know
don't
what I'm saying?
understand why that. So I don't understand why Planet Fitness
That
got
shit is
that
funny,
shit.
though.
Because it is funny.
They like
Like,
Death
all the
Row.
Karens,
But I think
oh,
it's lame as fuck because first of all, if it's a no judgment zone,
Yeah, them niggas be.
because don't they
judging,
say
man.
Planet Fitness is a no judgment zone?
That's true.
If it's a no judgment zone, why are you judging the niggas who's dropping the weights? That's what they.
I'm sorry for judging you, bro. My fault, bro. I'm not living by the Planet Fitness code.
Nah, same thing for the niggas who do the muscle ups.
Yeah.
Why you can't do muscle ups, nigga? Because you making somebody else feel weaker?
It's like intimidation.
The thing is,
But why you judging?
I don't
The
know.
And
thing-
like that's the thing too, bro. Like when I'm at the gym, I see it as a test, bro. You know, when you take a test, you keep your eyes on your own paper. You don't
Nah,
worry
for
about the left or
Correct.
the right, whoever picking
I
whatever
will say
answer, bro.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts, but you already know that's only about 15% of us. Then you got about 50% that go there just to look at bitches.
now, I will say, no
Take
bullshit.
pictures.
And then you got 50% of the bitches who go there just to get looked at by niggas and then act like they don't want to get fucked. Like, bitch, you're wearing nothing, bitch. I can see your clitoris through your fucking clothes, bitch. And you talking
Why is
about,
he black?
you know what I'm saying? Nah, I've seen
Bro, blacking.
Yo, I've seen it. I know you seen it too. You know what I'm talking about.
Nah,
You know the women that are going in there.
I
to
keep
be
my eyes
looked
on my phone.
Nah,
Oh,
I ain't
be-
keeping my
Nah,
eyes
he
on
do
nothing.
be locked in.
Nah,
I be
ain't no
I
way
be
to keep your
locked
eyes
in.
on my nigga. If I'm on the curl bar, right, and directly across from me is the fucking, you know, the shit for the back where you just bend over and I'm sitting there doing my curls and the lady goes and puts her shit on and she bends over and she got no underwear under her
That's it, bro.
workout clothes.
I don't want no
She-
fine
she
women.
tested.
Bro, of
She
course
tested.
she is. I definitely get the fuck up, but I'm like, bitch, I know you know what you're doing.
But the thing is,
Like-
once you don't look, they're gonna keep doing it more. It's just like they gonna watch you. It's just that you just gotta be locked in. Just like honestly, I look at it like if you're going to the gym,
Yeah.
and like to work out, yeah, I'm not saying like you could talk to bitches, but at the same time, it's like if that's your area, you know. Where
I don't
you
talk
at.
to no bitches when I
Yeah,
go
don't
down
do it in your area because you talk to one shorty and the whole gym gonna know what's going on.
Yeah,
It's
nah,
like
I stick to my
it's like an
workouts,
in-house.
bro.
Everybody
I mean, the
knows.
gym that I go to, honestly, I don't think it would matter. I go to Lifetime in Peabody.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Honestly, they're actually a little more assertive in there because you got like the older, wealthy women
Yeah.
who's like cheating on their husbands
Yeah,
while they're out
100%.
fucking traveling and
Trainers and
doing
shit,
work and
yeah.
shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they'll go in there and be like, "Hey, honey, to grab your booty." Like the women, I
Yeah.
swear to
That's
God,
crazy.
they will literally do that. I've seen some perverted women in there, so you got more of a chance of getting tried than the chicks in there. You feel me?
Crazy.
Nigga said,
I'm dead serious. It's a
nigga
whole
said
different.
she grabbing niggas'
Nigga,
booty.
Yo.
if I come off the court at Lifetime Fitness, bro, some old lady grab my shit, I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. Like,
Nah,
damn.
bro.
Yo, real shit. I've seen it, bro, and
It's really a test, bro. The gym be a test, bro. It really be just
nah,
a-
dead ass. You gotta stay, like you said, you gotta keep your eyes on
Yeah.
your own paper.
Cause
Stay
they
focused on
focus,
yourself.
fight
That's what the
temptation,
gym
bro.
is for in the first place, bro.
I will say, like, if you go into the gym, it's alright if you want to go look at some cheeks, go ahead. But if you really trying to get yourself right, you're gonna have to lock in. Cause at the end of the day, bro, if you lock in with yourself, then you probably gonna get more pussy at the end. By
No, you
just,
are. You definitely are.
By you just sitting there, just like
That shit is a heavy
looking at
distraction,
cheeks,
but
bro,
that's what
like,
I'm saying.
nah,
Half
bro.
the niggas who go there, that's what they go and look at some booty. They're not going there to get healthy. They're going to look at some
Yeah.
ass, and then like I said, half the bitches they're looking for attention. Because then, like I'm literally seeing provocative ass dress. You know what I'm saying? Like
That-
I know what workout clothes are supposed to look like, but
That's fashion.
but my girl, you looking like
shit crazy.
a model. You know what I'm saying? No break, got your nipples pierced, but you got it piercing through. I'm like, excuse me, bitch. Like, get out my way, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not disrespecting them, but I don't like how they be trying to bait niggas and then be rude because I've seen it.
I'm Stevie Wonder.
Like
I
you
don't
just,
see
you
shit.
got your ass in this man's face and he said something to you and you're like, oh my god, you're trying to be rude. Like, no,
Say what you said again, bro.
No, for real, I'm Stevie Wonder. I don't see shit. I be like,
Nigga
see
be in the
shit.
gym like this.
nah, for
He be
real.
working out like this.
When I'm sweating, I don't want to talk to nobody.
I don't
Nah, no, bro.
I
Like,
don't
Same.
want
I got
no,
my
I'm in that
headphones
zone.
in.
I don't want
I'm
no
in that
nice looking
zone,
women
bro.
near me if I'm
I low-key
sweating.
I don't want to talk to nobody but a trainer. That's who I'm.
Yeah,
so
like-
that's who I'm typically talking to.
real,
'Cause
though.
I'll turn my shit down and be like, yo, my man, can you help me do
Yeah.
this? Or like, you know what I mean?
I smell like sweat and shit. I don't need no girl coming.
Nah, when I be locked in, bro, I be locked the fuck
Nah, for
in,
real.
bro.
Yeah, I don't care how hot she is or nothing. I wouldn't even.
Facts. Us big boys, we already insecure enough as it is.
Yeah.
As big boys, like, bitch, I ain't even right enough yet. Like, get the
I didn't
fuck
shower
out.
yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't talk to me.
But nah, just like, I definitely want to bring y'all one of these days to the gym with me. Y'all gonna be like, okay, I see what you're saying. Everything is in the same building.
Yeah,
That's
it's big.
It's like a resort. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
big.
that shit
Yeah, I
is
drive
tough.
by it.
Nighttime
It's
is
huge.
tough.
And you got all different. You got the yogas, you got the Pilates, you got the bar class, the biking class, you got the.
They got
pickleball.
everything.
You know what I mean?
So you don't have to
fucking-
leave. You got everything.
You don't gotta leave. Then you got you 5 pools, bro. Indoor and
Yeah,
outdoor.
yeah,
Like,
fire, yeah.
Bro, it's
It's
wild.
like a
in there.
hotel.
Yeah, nah, they got it all though. They really
It's
do.
a luxury spot. Yo, in the last, it's funny. I brought the gym up on the last podcast, and motherfuckers like, yo, them niggas better give you a sponsorship. No bullshit. I'm not about to keep talking about Lifetime until y'all niggas start paying me, because that's crazy. I definitely bring y'all up a lot. But it is
It's a check every time.
It is a good gym, and it is definitely worth the fucking 200 something.
Use the code down below to save 50%.
Right? Big picture fats 413. That's the code. You heard?
Gotta get that sponsorship.
So you said because like again,
That's
I thought
crazy.
you was from Boston at first, only because you said you was coming from Boston, so I just assumed you lived in Boston or whatever. You said you grew up in Lynn. You was born in Boston, grew up in
Yeah,
Lynn.
so I was born in Mass General. And, like I lived in Eastie for like my first 9 years.
Yeah.
And then I moved over here to Lynn on Chestnut Street. I was on like near Union Street. I lived like literally off
By
the corner
Kennedy's,
of
oh.
Union. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So I was going up and down there at 9 years old, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? Union get crazy.
Yes.
And I was just on my bike, just, you know,
Union is crazy.
linking up with my brothers and shit, just doing whatever we was doing. And we was just causing havoc. Then I didn't really go to high school. Well, I mean, I didn't really go to school until I got to high school.
Yeah.
Like in Lynn.
Yeah.
Cause I was still in Lynn going to Eastie, bro. I was taking that whoop.
Oh,
Cause I was a kid. I'm like, damn, I'm not trying to leave my friends. You know, like I've been with these people for mad long, bro. I'm
Right.
not trying to, you know what I'm saying, break that tie. But once I got to high school, I'm like, fuck, I gotta wake up at 6 in the morning just to go over there, be there,
facts.
whatever.
When you get when you're like 10 minutes probably from the
Bro,
joint.
English was 5 minutes away from my crib, bro. What am I doing? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, fuck it, you gotta start fresh somewhere. So once I
And you only
started
make
doing
new
that,
friends,
shit
you know
was
what I mean?
it was definitely different, bro. Mad different, cause
Yeah.
you know you go to East Boston, there's a lot of like, it's not that much big of a melting pot as Lynn. You know, Lynn, you
Yeah.
got white, black, Hispanic, all
Yeah.
different types of races. But you go to Eastie, it's just like Brazilian,
Verde,
Salvadorian,
right?
Colombian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's barely any black people like
South
that.
American.
Right.
man.
Yeah, bro. It's like
That's crazy
it's
for
a
real.
it's like
vibe
Brazil
over
over there, bro.
they
Brazil,
run
Colombia, and El Salvador in one spot. Like
Oh,
that's how
shit.
Eastie is. They got fire food spots though. Fire
Wow.
food spots. So now I'm back in Boston and shit now. So that's why I came from over there. But living in Lynn was definitely a wild time. Wild ass time. Cause this
Trust
shit.
me, I grew up out here.
shit
And
crazy.
I was out here. I was fucking shit up out here for a long time. I was going like through high school. By the time I got to high school, I was like already in the streets for real. You know what I'm saying? Fuck me though. This ain't about me. You got me going down memory lane. And shit. I'm about to go in, nigga. Like damn.
Everything like hold
But
on,
fucking
bro.
So you say you switch over to English high school.
Yeah.
And speaking of English high school, I be doing the vocals for their cheerleader teams.
Oh,
too.
that's lit.
They're fucking,
That's tough.
So I got outside of this. So I I own a music company where I do custom vocals for cheerleader teams and dance teams all
That's
over the
smart
world.
as
You know what I'm
fuck.
saying? So definitely, if y'all ever wanted to get into something like that, reach out to me and we'll talk about it.
We're down for anything.
yeah,
You want to go to a retirement home perform?
Yeah.
We'll do it.
that's fine.
I'm in every bag. I don't care.
Yeah, bro. I got I'll put y'all on. I'll definitely talk to y'all about the
Yeah,
cheer
my
vocals
kids
and
were
shit
doing
like that.
cheerleading for a while.
All right, so you've been to the competitions.
Yeah, I've been to the competitions.
You've heard my voice
Probably.
worldwide. Like literally, my company is the biggest cheer
Yeah,
vocal
my-
company. It's
my
like
kids
top
are from
three. There's
Revere.
about five. There's about five like that are like specifically based around the vocal part of the mix. Mm-hmm. And I'm top 3 out of these 5.
That's
like,
hilarious.
We're fucking
crazy.
yeah, bro.
That's dope.
I've been doing this shit since 2012, 13.
Smart. It's a nice little
Yeah.
bag.
You know?
2012.
Yeah, I'm an OG with this shit. That's a,
Yeah.
yo, you
Damn,
can't go to a cheer
2012.
competition without hearing my voice.
That's hilarious.
like nowhere.
That's
Like-
awesome.
Like worldwide. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's like the main bread and butter for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That shit funds all this shit. You
That's
feel me?
fucking
Yeah, bro.
smart hustle.
Nah,
Like I was
put-
always
that
wondering
shit
about
shit
the, like
shit
I was
out.
always see the DJs at the competitions. Like I wonder how much they get paid just to play this shit.
Oh, they get paid some
I know,
pretty fucking
I
penny,
know.
bro.
I was like,
pretty penny.
damn.
I work 6 months out of the year doing it. You know what I mean? Right
That's
in
not
my
bad
crib.
at all.
Right in my, yeah, not at all. So, and
Yeah.
it's right in my PJs in my living room.
Yeah,
like,
that's ill.
And I make 6 figures.
That's
in
awesome.
6 months doing fucking cheer vocals. You
That's
feel me?
fucking awesome.
I put a lot of people on in the city too. Like I'll send y'all to the website's Custom Cheer Vocal. You can pull it up on your phone right now. Check it out
Okay.
if you want. But
I will.
CustomCheerVocals.com. That's the site. And you'll see the team. I don't know if you heard of Dutch Rebel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she works for my company too.
That's
She's
awesome.
she's been working for me for shit. about 7 years, 8 years now.
Okay.
She's like the queen of the team. Like
That's
she's been my
fucking
right hand
crazy,
since.
dude.
You know what I mean? She's been the right hand since I got like she was my first artist outside of myself. That was like my consistent artist that worked with me.
Yeah.
And so like ask her next time you talk to her. Ask her how is it. She'll
That's
let you know.
crazy.
Like, yeah, it's a bag.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm for whatever
fire.
bag.
when you
Especially
see
with the
when
music
you see the
shit.
website, you're like, what the fuck? That's a fucking international show.
Yeah,
That's my bro. He's he's a professor at Berkeley now.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he does chip vocals for me too, bro. Like it's lit. The team's fire, bro. And that, you when you see the team online, you'll know why we're elite.
That's
No
awesome.
bullshit.
Nah, that's definitely
I
tough.
need to get into something like that.
It's dope. You will.
I
Just hit
love
me up.
shit like that.
I'll
Yeah,
get
like-
you in. Word. You got access to a studio all 24/7, right?
Yeah.
So, word. So as long as you see, my only thing is meeting deadlines.
Yeah.
I have a reputation of always being earlier on time. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's how I am.
Yeah, facts.
I always come early.
Last season, it's funny because last season I took like a $40,000 loss because I put a lot of people on last season. I had about 20 artists on the team, and just too many people started
many.
sending late orders, and it was like people were starting
It's,
to order.
it's hard to
less and
manage
less.
people more
Yeah.
than anything.
Exactly. So I had to let some people go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Like,
can't be fucking the bag up.
You know what I mean?
I don't mean to interrupt, but yo, you could make an easy 20 bands with just some extra shit a year doing that shit.
Yo, sign
Absolutely.
me up,
And bro, it's
please.
fucking nursery rhyme shit. It's like, yeah, we are the best.
I will do
This is
all.
the test.
I'll
The
do
shit that
accents.
one
I'll
wanna
do
hear,
whatever.
you just think of,
You want? You
they
need?
love that shit.
I'll do a
Like, yeah,
female
we're the
voice. I
best.
don't care. 20.
He said I'll do a
I don't
female
give a
voice.
fuck. I'll do whatever.
Nah, they will ask you. Yo, you know what's crazy? When I get those orders where they be like, I need this one to be super sassy, like diva style.
I'll.
And I'm
Yo,
like,
imagine we got Debo.
Bro.
yo, what? I'm like, yo,
I'll get zesty
I'm
for
like,
a
y'all know who
bag.
you're ordering from?
Pause.
I'm like, you know who you're ordering
I don't
from?
care.
See what I look
Like,
like, what I
yeah.
fucking
They
sound
blocked
like?
the
That's
party,
funny,
bro.
Like, you would never think that, like, hearing my original
not even
music,
here,
that's
D-Block.
what I would be doing, like, on the side to, like,
Whatever.
make bread.
You gotta do whatever gets the bag until you get the bag from what you want to do.
Exactly.
That's how-
You chase the bag
And-
till freedom.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
Then you do what you want.
And the best part for me is that it's still what I love to do. It's still
Yeah, it's
music.
still linked into the same.
Not only that, I do a lot of placements. Like remember I just posted that fucking like a couple weeks ago. They use I think it's like 75 TV shows or
Oh,
episodes
okay.
that have used mine because I do songs for the Viacom library.
See, so I have different music that I like intend to make. Like, I go in making it like this could be on a show, this could be on a movie.
should.
Like I do very like versatile
Do you
shit.
release it?
Yeah, I do. I
was
release.
gonna say
I
you
have
should.
probably the most
Yeah,
music
you
out.
got
Really?
the most.
Yeah, I
Definitely
have
the
a
most.
lot of albums.
You
and
gotta send me
singles.
some, bro.
Yeah, I got
Send
you.
me some, and I'm fucking I'll connect
I just
you.
dropped a new song actually. April 13th. It's called Water.
It's my birthday. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, happy birthday, bro!
Happy
Happy
birthday, bro.
birthday.
Good luck,
Happy
appreciate
birthday.
it. I had it
Yeah, hell
already,
yeah.
man. I'm getting ready to go on a little vacation.
Good.
And shit.
You
About
got
to.
to.
About to hit Jamaica tomorrow
Oh.
night. Literally, this is. I'm
Good.
like, I just
Oh,
packed
yeah,
my
you
bag
better.
this morning. I'm
Good
scrambling
shit.
right
He's
now.
like,
I'm like,
I hope you
I'm
have
like,
a
I gotta
great
do the
time.
podcast today. I gotta go back to
Yeah,
this.
get
and
out
that.
of here. Come back when the weather's better. You know,
Yeah.
this is a perfect time to leave because then you come back. It's almost June. Summer's here. Boom.
Yeah, bro. I'll be gone for 10 days. You know
That's
what I'm
fire.
saying?
Good shit.
Me and my homie just went last year. We shot a video out there.
That's-
I'm
yeah,
going- same,
you got
same
to.
person. Yep.
You got it.
Yeah, we shot a dope video out there. We shot it with an iPhone.
Yep. I've
Bro,
you've done
We
it.
shot it with an iPhone.
We shot a lot of
That's how
I'm
our
we
glad
do
you
it.
mentioned that, bro. And if you go on vacation, bro, and you a rapper and you don't got content out,
The fuck you doing? You
shoot
could
a-
still be working
shoot a
on
video.
vacation.
I don't give a fuck if you going like to a business trip or family trip, bro. If you got someone that record that, do that shit where you at, cause it's better than nothing, bro. Whatever, like you could shoot a video. Like nowadays, you can shoot a video on anything.
Anything,
I
bro.
just
That shit
think
right.
that we live in a day and age where it's like everything got to be like big, golden, and glamour. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, when you look at back in the days, you had niggas recording on like
Potatoes.
making,
Yeah.
doing demo shit. I think nowadays it's not,
Bro,
it's not
I
even
remember
about
the time
that.
before
It's-
even
it's about-
YouTube, bro. Like,
Yeah.
cause I'm an older, like, you know what I mean? Like, before YouTube was even a thing. Like, yo, there was no social media. There was none of these platforms to be able to put yourself out there like they get to do now.
Nah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Even studios,
Yeah, bro.
The
like you can
First-
record on your phone now.
Facts.
The first music video I ever shot for somebody was on a digital camera.
Holy
Man,
shit.
that's
Yeah, they
crazy.
had like the option to record video, and it was
Yeah.
like a little fucking digital camera. And I remember we didn't even have no lights, and it was nighttime, and the only place like we could find lights was like inside BJ's.
Ah,
So
get
these
out
dudes
of
are
here.
walking through the freezer section, but like the bars went with like
Yeah.
what they were talking about. I remember
Bro,
that was like my
is
first.
fire.
Yeah,
That's like, yo, the creative process that comes with doing what we do, bro.
Oh yeah.
People have no fucking idea.
I've done it all. I've done it all.
I'm sure we,
With
bro.
the little, like the most minimum stuff, I've done like some of the best shit.
I can imagine, bro. Like, look, you know those like certain scenes that you want to get in like a video or some shit, and it's like the extent that you had to go to do that, or the risk of your life that you had to fucking take to get that scene.
I've done it.
People don't
Going into abandoned buildings.
Yeah,
I was on.
that's exactly.
I was on
trespassing and shit.
Recently, I was
in jail for this shit. Like,
yeah, I was out on bail, fucking, and I shoot videos, and someone booked me, and we had to go to an abandoned hospital in like Woburn or some shit.
Yeah.
And fucking like this, like where it is, like people do get arrested for trespassing. We're like, I'm like, oh, let's just go do this real quick. We went in there. As we're leaving, like you see cops pulling up and shit, and like people walking their dog, like nosy people who like call the cops and shit.
Those be the ones snitching.
Gotta get out of there, like. But for the scene, I would do it again because like it's so worth it.
Absolutely.
So, like, when it all comes together, like I'm always for the shot. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'll do it. I'll be getting on the ground. I'll be fucking do whatever. Like I don't care.
That's
hanging out the car. Like
yeah, man.
Like honestly, the dedication and just having the mindset to do it. Same like when you can apply it into anything, and like even the gym, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, work with what you have.
It's like work with what you got. I just think nowadays it's like we live in a day and age. It's the clout measure. Everybody like I get it. Yeah, have good quality, like good quality over anything. But in a sense, if you don't got the quality, like even with like now, it's like you can record your video on iPhones, bro.
Yep.
And that's like back in the days. Cameras were shit,
and that's good quality,
and
bro. I'll show y'all the video right there, bro.
Yeah.
The video, it says at the end, shot on iPhone 14 Plus, directed by it was just me and him, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we ain't have nobody there. There was no fucking.
I've done it
like
multiple times.
if it wasn't me or him
though.
holding the camera, you know what I mean?
Authentic.
He had his girl with him. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes if it was just me and if it was me and
My
him in
girl
the scene,
does my shit,
she would either hold the camera for us or like would place it on something and just fucking do it. Got the Bluetooth speaker and just do it. We came back to the fucking States, gave that shit to one of the homies who edited
it,
and
boom.
you know what I mean?
I kid you not. 9 times out of 10, the shit that just you can record like you just freestyle in the room and add some effects to it, just one shot, solo shot, whatever.
Yeah.
And you go back on YouTube, the shit might blow up. Like the shit that you don't think will blow up will be the shit that blow up. Like me personally, I like to look at like old Smack DVD videos and like old school shit. And the thing is, if you notice, they be like half of this shit be raw. But the song be like fire, but you not really can't like you see the dude that you fuck with or the girl that you fuck with that's rapping or whatever, and you're like, nah, this shit's tough. You don't really care like for the quality shit, but at the same time, they was still pushing out shit. Like
damn right.
They could just be them rapping in the studio and be fire.
Well,
like,
people got to see the come up.
Yeah.
Like that's why I think you can still find older shit with shitty quality of famous people because that's their start. Like that's their come up. That's their story. That's their journey. You want people to see it. People get so caught up in like
the glamour.
If you don't record on Pro Tools. He ain't a real rapper. He don't use a fucking Sony camera.
Right.
It's the material. Like people who
half the time these motherfuckers
like
can't afford it.
Nah.
And those are the people that don't admit they started with an iPhone. They started with the fucking. You know what I mean?
And these motherfuckers like, and I be telling them stop glorifying these famous rappers because they broke as fuck.
Yeah, everything's rented.
If you
really know your shit,
or stolen or given.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Y'all see how many these
borrowed,
stealing shit from jewelers and not paying them back, and
a lot of artists borrow shit from each other too if they're cool enough. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like if you really do your research, you know people in the industry, they'll tell you.
Yeah, everything's
You know what I mean?
handed to them, and they go into business in debt. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's why I be encouraging
you basically
artists to
get
just stay
pimped out.
independent.
That's all it is.
That's all it is, bro. And you can't get that kind of you can't get a record deal unless you already made yourself famous enough to do it on your own.
Oh, you have to be the complete package.
You know what I'm saying? Like by the time you're even able to get that deal, you've already put yourself in a position to not need help.
Yep.
Exactly. I will say the underground scene now. I will say when it comes to music now, it's a lot different from back in the day because now you got more underground artists that got motion than most big people. Like
now, you couldn't do that because again, there was no YouTube, there was no Twitch, there was no, you know what I'm saying?
Now you got I will say you got young niggas that's not able to go to the club that got motion.
Because they're throwing their own shit.
Yeah, but they don't even got the they don't got the support where they can like perform at clubs because they're not old enough. But at the same time, look at why you got most clubs now doing 18 shit. Because now look at the younger heads that's bringing in motion.
The YNs,
I kid you not. I kid you not. It's like the music scene now is different because back then you wasn't having like bars really do like open up for the 18. Maybe it was like it depend on who the artist was.
Nah, it's
now,
all a risk.
Now you got look at especially with the drill scene and you got younger heads that's younger than me, 15, 16 on YouTube, 100K views blowing up.
Yep.
Like, but now. If they want to bring in the
what's
revenue,
crazy is, and they also have another upper hand because they're genuinely wholeheartedly into the trends that's happening.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They're always up to date.
You know what I mean? We're
late to the party.
Yeah, exactly. We're late to the party as opposed to that shit doesn't trigger us. It doesn't move us like it moves them. Like,
they don't
you know
got
what I'm saying?
responsibilities either.
Yeah,
By the time we get to something, it's like we did 6 other things. They've been in the crib for all week doing like recording albums and fucking going to the club and fucking
for real.
and watching all the trending videos and songs
paying
and shit that's
attention.
coming out.
Yeah,
Exactly. While we focused on, see, I was always one of my techniques when it came to being an artist was I tried to stay away from listening to industry music when I was in my zone.
Yeah.
I did not listen to industry
I don't like
music.
getting
I only played
influenced.
myself and my
I'm
friends.
the same way.
I listen
For
to
a long
old school
time.
shit.
I'm like, I'm not. You could tell me even right now. Probably you could tell me a rapper's name that's new
Same.
and popping, and I would
I'm the
not know.
same
who the fuck
way,
he
bro.
is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hate getting influenced.
yeah,
can't,
I don't
'cause
like it either, bro.
I'll hear something and I'll be like, is this a song already? Did I make this up or did I hear this? Because
Right.
subconsciously, it's like if you're around so much, even when I'm with them and their songs, like I could say something that they might have said,
Yeah.
and not even fucking realize it, and so I have to ask, like, yo, did we already say this? Because it happens if you know what I mean. It just be like that if
It
you're
does.
an artist and that.
Like, did
you
I
know?
just flip your shit real quick?
Yeah, like
That shit do happen, bro. It's
Word.
kind of funny.
Bro, I've had a big team before. I know exactly, bro.
yeah, so it
Yeah.
happens. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So-
So when y'all get on songs together, like when y'all do collaborations and shit like that, y'all be trying to eat each other alive?
Nah,
Nah, y'all don't try to compete.
we definitely
It
motivate.
depends on
Nah,
song.
it depends.
We'll
who,
talk some
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on a song with him, like I know he's gonna bring the best out of me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you like when you get on?
same with my
does it
boy
like, damn,
Fendi.
I'm gonna have to really
Shout out
spit
to
on
C
this
Fendi.
motherfucker.
Shout out to C Fendi, bro.
Right.
My boy cut hair, but he rapped too, bro. He nice. Like his voice is crazy. So
Yeah, shout out to C Fendi.
bro, he won't
Cuts Head.
be in the studio for like let's say 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Me and him in the studio at least every week. Fendi come out of nowhere, bro. He got his shit written, prepared.
But he had 3
everything.
months.
He get there, bro. He shit on us. We like, why you do that? Why?
See, that's how. But that's how.
But
you
we're
know.
outside and he's not.
Yeah.
so
the thing is, when he got that time, and you see, the thing
don't
is, I'm
waste
glad
it.
that he's doing what he's
Yeah.
supposed to do with the free time.
Yeah.
That he's away. You know, he's
He
not
comes
just
to the studio
bullshitting, you know what
prepared.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's funny too, cause like he won't be prepared sometimes, and he'll pull up, and I'll freestyle a 16. Like, damn, so you just blacked on me.
Nah, he's
Like, yeah, bro, I gotta get you back, bro. Like, come on now, like.
he's a little bit younger than us, so we
He's
like
22.
So we
I'm
try to.
I'm 25. I'll be 26.
I'm 25 too.
He about to be
So-
26
okay.
in October. I'm June.
But
Yeah.
how old are you?
34.
You're my age. I'm close to
Yeah.
my age. Yeah, cool. I just turned 37.
Word,
That's what they
word.
say. I don't feel 37.
Nah, you don't look 37.
I actually
definitely don't,
I
bro.
actually thought, like I thought I was 35 this year. Like
He's
no
not-
bullshit. I was like, oh, I'm 35 like that. My family, you know, like my grandmother, like she's like, you know, you're 34, right? I was like, damn. I like had a count. I'm like,
Damn.
fuck. Just
He
because
tried to
like
steal a year.
so much happened. Like I thought I just couldn't keep up with the year, dude. It was crazy.
But no, that's good. That means that you're definitely you being an older head and having the platform and being able to put other people on. I know.
Yeah,
that's
it's all
a
through
fucking amazing
experience.
feeling.
I'm
You know
like,
what I'm
I
saying?
just try to tell people, like, I don't tell people, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't work with that person, or you should do it like this. I tell people my experience, and then they see what I got. They see what I do. If you want to take my advice, take it. If you don't, you're going to learn. Just like a kid touching the stove and getting burned. Like, you're going to learn if it's hot or not. Like, that's the best. And, like you said, you worked with big groups of people. I used to have, like, 15 artists. Like,
Yep, same.
and, like,
I got the 12, so I get it.
and now
yeah.
I cut it down to 3,
As
technically,
you
because
should.
I'm the 4th.
You fucking learn all those people.
Like,
is a waste
shout
of
out,
time.
there's, like, affiliates we have that are, like, still part of the collective, but, like, they're solo artists. They do
Right.
their own thing. Like, we're each solo artist, but we're like in wrestling when they have alliances and they all come together.
Right, faction.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing. Like, we
Okay.
come together and like, but we all push our like solo shit. We all like.
We all got
Exactly,
different
okay.
sounds.
but
too.
there's been times where like there's so many people who fell off because like they just didn't listen. Like they didn't listen. Like I tried to warn. Like you can only tell somebody so many times and until they go through it and learn. Like
bro, I'm the epitome of exactly
people
what
see me
you're
like,
saying.
damn, you're still doing music. Like,
I've done it so many times, and the only people that have gotten who have made some real like success through music is the ones that listen to me. The very few. I don't know if you heard of Justin Clancy.
oh, of course,
Yeah.
we know Justin.
Yeah, so he started it with me.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
you know
awesome.
the history of us.
No, I don't.
But okay, so let me break it down real quick. He'll be on the podcast too, so we'll actually be able to talk about the story. But I was at Cake and Boy Studios in Lynn way back in the day. I don't know if you remember Cake and Boy Studio.
I don't.
This was ran by a dude named John Ray.
John Ray.
Anyway, I ended up becoming homeless, and I hit him up and I'm like, yo, I need a place to stay. And he's like, yo, I can let you sleep at the studio. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Dope.
give you keys and you can just crash there.
Yeah, I've done that for people.
And it was just a room just about this small. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Everything had a soundproof booth in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I had like my fucking blow up mattress in the corner. I blew it up every night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been there.
And I didn't know how to record or anything. I only was a rapper at the time, and I made a few beats and shit, but I never recorded. So I had while I was sitting there, I had seen the Pro Tools book sitting on the safe, and I just popped that shit open. I was like, I must have been on Adderall or ecstasy or something because I read the whole book. It took
Yeah.
me like 20 hours, bro. I read the whole book.
Damn.
Like I was stressed out. You know what I mean? My kid's mom was on some like choose music or choose
Oh,
a
it's the
job
worst.
or like you know
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm
the
saying?
worst.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm choosing music. I'll see you on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And,
it'd be like that.
And when I read that book, I hit him up. I hit up John the next day, and I'm like, "Yeah, you think I can record a song?" He's like, "You don't know how to record." I'm like, "I think I do. I read this book." He's like, "Bro, it's like as long as you don't crash my system, you can give it a shot. See what you can do." I loaded it up, recorded a song, sent it to him. He's like, "Nigga, you did a better job than I would have done."
Yo, that's awesome.
He's like, "This sounds like a professionally mixed track
That's
at
great.
this point." You know what I mean?
To be able to do that is very
yeah,
impressive.
in one night, bro. One
Yeah,
night.
that's-
So then he was like,
You put your mind to it. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
so he basically let me run the studio from then on. He's like, he didn't have a lot of clientele. I was like bringing a lot of the clientele
You
in
knew
'cause I
more
was in the
people.
streets.
Yeah, you
I was
knew a
like
lot
a
of people.
gangbanger at
Yeah,
the time.
everyone
Everybody wanted
raps,
to
yeah.
ride everybody was riding my coattail back in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
day type shit. So
Yeah.
everybody was on my bandwagon type shit. And I was bringing in the people, the artists and shit. I was inspiring niggas in the streets to just become rappers who wasn't even rappers at
Yeah.
the time. You know what I mean? So he's like, yo, if you can just pay the rent every month, bro, put the money in the safe every month so I can pay the rent. He's like, you can just fucking do your thing, bro. So I had clientele coming. Now I'm making money.
Yeah, facts.
Now, you know what I mean? After I pay the $350 for the rent, everything
Yeah.
else is mine.
It's actually,
you feel
yeah,
me?
That's great.
And mind you, I had such a point to prove to my kid's mom for fucking making me do that, bro, that I was recording. Nigga, I was recording all day, every day. All I was doing was drinking, smoking, and fucking recording. Niggas
Be
got
like
no
that.
sleep. You feel me?
I'd be like
Nah,
that.
that's
Anyway.
shit. It's a lot.
One day, John hit me up and he's like, I got this artist coming from West Peabody, this little white dude. He's coming and he needs a studio time. I was like, cool. I'm like, send him my way. I'm like, is he any good? He's like, who cares? It's fucking money. Like, because he's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, and when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, he's lost his passion.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Who cares? It's money. I don't move like that in no way when it comes to music. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
I haven't even made my. I'm not like the investment I made in the place that you're sitting in right now. I'm probably not even gonna make it in 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't do that for that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feel me? It's
I feel you. Trust me.
Way bigger than the money. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, cool, send him. So he sends this little white kid over. He's about 15, 14 years old. He's got fucking braces in his mouth. Probably, I think he had like a fucking bowl cut. You know what I'm saying? Very, you did not know you was gonna get what you got out of this motherfucker.
Right.
I'll tell you that. So he came with a song. He's like, yeah, I made the beat. He's like, I sampled the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and
Sick.
this is when he did a song called Slide. So he did the song, and I was so touched by his creativity on that song. I was like, yeah, you can't. I gotta keep you real close. You ain't going nowhere, type shit. Like, I need you to be here all the time. And at the time, the name of my team was called AG, stood for Authentic Gangsters.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't have a little white kid on
Yeah,
the team
yeah.
called fucking Authentic Gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So him and I came up with the idea to change the label. I even ended up getting rid of a few artists on the team because I had seen something in him that I hadn't seen in any artist that I was working with other than myself. He had a hunger for this shit that I remember, that I still had in myself to that day. And everybody who was working around me at the time, I believed in them more than they believed in themselves. You understand how that goes.
I do with that a lot.
And he had that hunger, bro. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna go all the way with this shit. He's gonna die doing music.
Yeah.
You know, I could just tell by his pain. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I want you to join the team, this and that. He's like, all right, cool. So I ended up. He gave me the idea to change the name. We were supposed to go into business together. The Big Picture, my label. He was supposed to be my partner owning the Big Picture. Our first business cards is a picture of me and him doing
shit.
like this.
That's crazy.
That's my first business cards. Me and little fucking Clancy doing the fucking
That's
Big
crazy.
Picture logo, right? So, you know, I changed the name of the label. I let a few people go who didn't see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Let them go, and we was on a roll, getting a lot of shows. We was getting some traction. He was dropping shit. Shit was hitting 30, 40, 50,000 views in a week. You know what I mean? Even back then, he was popping. And I ended up going to the feds, and he got drug addiction. He ended up getting fucked up on the drugs, and I tried to help him kick it a few times, get clean and shit. And it was hard to chase him around at this point.
Yeah.
You know, he started slacking.
You gotta
off at the
wait for them to
studio.
really want it.
So he was fucking up, and I'm just like, yo. I'm like, you made me give up a lot because I believed in you. I'm like, I want you to know I'm not gonna change the name. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He respected it. He wasn't a dick about it. Like, oh, dude, we came up with this together. and shit.
Yeah.
He was like, bro, I know I'm fucking up. He's like, yo, do what you have to do, bro. He's like, you know, I don't want. He's like, I'm not gonna give up on myself. I'm gonna keep trying. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but do what you got to do so we can keep the ship alive. You feel me? And so that's when I went legalized it, did the paperwork, LLC'd it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I was like, honestly, if you ever want to get back on, just tell me when you're ready and you got yourself together, and I'll put your name right next to that dotted line too. You feel me? He ended up doing his own thing, which is great. He's an independent artist now, does his own thing. And bro, the transition that he had while I did that couple years in the feds, bro, was fucking mind blowing. I came home, he had a whole different audience, whole different style.
He found his
he found his niche. He was starting to sing a lot more in his music now. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to try to tell him that back in the day when he was like boom bap rapping, because that's what he did back.
I feel
in
like
the
we
day.
all start off like that with the rap, like, because even me.
Exactly. I get it. And he took singing lessons as a kid, though. That's why I was
that's
like, what
crazy.
the fuck are you not singing
See,
for?
I'm from the streets. I'm from the streets too, so I was always intimidated to rap because like these motherfuckers would think I'm soft if I start singing.
And that's what he said, but
Once
he
you
wasn't
let
from the
that-
streets.
It's
I'm
I
like,
think,
you ain't from the
I
streets,
think
motherfucker.
when you just haven't really put it out there publicly like that,
Yeah.
it's like as a man, it's like a little intimidating.
It does.
But
It
once
does
you
feel
let
that
go
way.
and you're just like, I do this for me, I don't give a fuck. And if it sounds fire, it's like that gives you more confidence to do it.
Yeah, and
So-
that was the first barrier that I ran into with him, where I'm like, damn, that's the only part that I have not seen you confident. Is like, and like you actually got a good voice. You can do
Yeah.
the shit. And
Sometimes you just need to hear it too, like someone
Yeah.
tell you.
Yep, and he I guess when he got off the drugs and started getting back into it, the music that he was writing, he wanted to sing that shit. And,
Yeah.
And man, oh man, the shit he's doing now is mind blowing. I'm fucking so proud of this
awesome.
kid, bro. Like, but yeah, he started off with me, bro, and he's gonna end with me too. That's still my brother from another mother.
That's awesome.
That motherfucker be on tour. I'd be at his mom's house in the swimming pool with the kids. Like, that's, like, that's family.
Yeah.
Like, that's my
That's
brother.
fire.
From, you know what I
That's
mean?
dope.
And then you got Ketty Monroe. She's a female singer. She's been living in L.A. and Cali for like, when did she go to Hollywood? Like 7, 8 years ago, and she hasn't been back. Most people go there, they end up coming back. They don't get to. Shit don't work out. She's very consistent. Shout out to Ketty Monroe. She's when I fucking first heard her sing, her music sound mad deranged, like Lady Gaga type style shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's a Haitian girl. You know what I mean? So you don't even see that coming.
No.
And she's a singer, like a pop singer, Haitian
Okay,
chick, like
yeah.
fire, bro. Right? So she's another person who took a lot of my advice. She listened to a lot of things that I said and was able to navigate through. And she's an independent artist. She's doing her own thing. She's living. She's also on the vocal team for the cheer music
So dope.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, even from out there, from way out there in Cali, I still you know.
I
pay her
feel
to do
like
the vocals and
like
shit,
the
so.
doing vocal work, like
Yeah.
even for like animation too. Like I feel like that's something I like always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not very big on like being the center of attention or being on screen or
Same.
being
I
the.
don't care
I
for
don't
that
like
shit. I
being
just wanna get rich
the
doing
main
what I love to
person.
do.
Yeah. So it's like
That's
if
why-
I can do it in the back, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it. Like that's why I film. I do all the background shit. Like.
Yeah. And this is why I tell people like you and me especially, is like, back in the day I used to like the limelight because I used to have all the bitches and shit
Yeah.
like that. Like now I got children and shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's- your perspectives change.
Yeah,
You grow up.
completely change.
Yeah.
Bro, you feel me? Not to mention how much I don't like crowds anymore. Like,
Yeah, same. I don't-
You feel me? So like I don't care about the limelight, but I understand the music business so well. I've read so many fucking books, and so like I know so much about hip hop, about where it started, why it's, you know what I mean?
Same.
Like I've dissected
I've watched
shit.
every documentary.
Yeah, so it's
I'm
like-
a real and because from being from the streets, you pay attention to everything around you, right?
You gotta be
So
observant.
when you're in those rooms, like I would put myself in those rooms and just, you know, okay, like every show's like kind of like a pickup game or something, or like practice. You want to like I pay attention. Even when I'm like there to have fun, I'm like even at a Drake concert, I'm there paying attention to his stage presence, what he's doing. Like it's just
that's the same thing. I can't go and just enjoy the show.
I can't.
I'm judging every fucking thing.
It's like homework.
I can't, because that's where I want us to be. So I want to like just. It's like, and when you see someone doing what you want to do, it just fuels you. Like,
it does.
You go back home.
Battery
it is.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I just want to inspire everybody to just stay focused on themselves, bro. Don't be so quick to go sign nobody's black and white dotted line. Bro.
Yeah, no.
Believe in your fucking self, bro. And yo, bro, you could be a boss in this shit, bro. You don't have to go work for nobody. You don't have to. Everybody's out here working for a deal. Everybody's out here working for a contract. Like, you about to go sign up to be a slave, my guy. Like, them famous motherfuckers you be seeing all over the place, bro. They're slaves, my guy.
Can't rush the process.
My nigga Joyner Lucas he ain't no slave, nigga. My nigga Millie's, he ain't no slave. And you see, you don't need to get fucking 100 million views. You don't need that to be sustainable. What are you doing music for? You want to feed your family, or you want to be fucking the Elon Musk of hip hop?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something about hip hop. Generational wealth has never been fucking created through rap.
No.
There's no money in rap.
There's no money in rap. It's like, you motherfuckers understand the business of music, understand how royalties work, shit like that, and do good business with people. Do good deals with motherfuckers, because that's what's gonna get you paid. You fucking being the next biggest rapper, bro, and having it, you could be on the big screen like motherfucking Drake. You could be the next Lil Baby, and it's gonna look like you the biggest thing in the world, but you gonna be broke as shit, and everybody and nobody's gonna know it except you. But nigga, that's the reality of it. You feel me? It's gonna look good, but it won't be good.
Even now, you got niggas that make it look like they the hottest or whatever.
Exactly.
Deep down inside, niggas ain't really hot.
And they're fighting demons because they can't be as artistic as they want. They just signed the contract, and now they can't put out the song they want to put out. They can't put it out when they want to put it out. They can't talk about the shit that they want to talk about in their music.
No freedom.
Because a lot of times we judge these new artists and we like, y'all talk about the same shit. Y'all sound the same way. That's what they signed up to do.
They have to, yeah.
They have to do that shit, bro. I'm sure that these niggas have deep songs where they can connect to the audience and get because a lot of these artists, right, you don't have a genuine personal relationship with them. You don't really know who they are as people. Only thing you know is the negative shit they talk about in the music: sex, money, drugs. You know how many bitches they fucking. You know how much drugs they selling and how many hats they got. That's all you know. You don't know nothing about their moms. You don't know nothing about the cousins they grew up with. They used to sleep on the fucking living room floor with all the mattresses and little sleeping bags and shit. You don't know about none of the fucking cookouts. You don't know about the uncle that sat next to the pool all the time with the guitar that was teaching you how to do music before you got to the... Nigga, tell me that.
The thing is, I will say, rap now, they got it where they got it in different lanes now. You got because the way I look at it, because I'm heavy into hip hop too. Like, that's my, like, all I do is just listen to music. But I say now, with rap now, it's so, you got different lanes, but in a sense, it's like, you got, if you want to go listen to some sad shit, you got the artist you go to. If you want to listen to some hood shit, you got that artist to go to. Like, now, everything's so, like, boom, 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 separated. It's not like, before it's just rap. Now you got everything is just like
subgenres.
You got correct. But don't you remember, bro, when you could listen to DMX or Big Pun or Biggie and you could get all that from one nigga. Yeah. You could get the party banger. You can get the shit for the bitches, the shit for the streets, the shit for the pain. You feel me? You just get a whole different dynamic of the person. You get a way better, deeper, closer relationship. I think that's why we still talk about them niggas to this day. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the artists that we talking about now, we not gonna talk about in 10 years.
But I will say,
you feel me? While we're still talking about
that's the golden era.
Yeah.
Like nothing. I'll say 90s was the golden era. 2000 was the era that got rap into the mainstream. Because 90s was just raw and gritty. But the thing is, one thing that I noticed that everything starts to come back around revolve. Because I will say boom bap, like back right now. I didn't really say boom bap didn't really start picking up. I really want to say until Joey came into the scene with the whole boom bap shit. Because if you look at it, you can go on YouTube. Anybody can tell you right now. You go on YouTube and look up boom bap beats. 9 times out of 10 you're gonna see Joey Badass type beat. Anybody would tell you that's into old school hip hop. Joey Badass got so much boom bap beats. Yep, it's crazy. Like
and they be fire. And the boy, I like that you used him. Cause I like that you
I will
used him,
say
he's
like
the epitome. No
yo,
bullshit.
YouTube beats. like I remember when Joey first came out, I wasn't into like the whole Pereira movement. I was more into like, you know, ASAP and shit.
Yeah.
But when Pereira came out, Joey started doing the whole, everybody was on the 1999 shit. Next thing you know, years later you started seeing Jay Dilla type beats was always out there, but it started to show more. And now you go on YouTube and shit's got like 1 million views, certain of those beats.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Joey and X used the beat on YouTube that they found just by using his type beat. Like he searched his name up, Joey Badass type beat. Next thing you know, he used.
Well,
the
that's
beat.
why they do that too.
Like
Yeah, facts, so that they can do that. And
Yeah,
I bet when they bite like that, I bet they be happy.
There's
as
been a
hell.
couple producers that made some money
Yeah.
like that.
like for real,
sure.
like it's crazy to see how like
Baiting.
nowadays it's just split up now. Like
It is,
rap
you're right.
has the subgenres. Like
You're right, it does, and it's funny you said that because now, like
Everything's fused.
you're right. It's you got the bitches, you know, the shit for the ratchet hoes and shit like
Yeah.
that. And then you got those couple of like conscious female artists who nobody really listens to, who don't get enough fucking, you know what I mean? And I think
but
that's
they
what
still
it is.
making bank though.
Yeah, they still
They are, but they're not like they're not to like.
I don't think they make it. I don't think they
yeah.
make it like we
Behind
like
the
we wanna
scenes,
believe.
Like compared
Even
to like
then,
someone like Sexy Red, bro, they're not making the same money as Sexy Red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
hype.
Not.
The
Not
reason
as
why
close.
Money.
Sexy
Like-
Red,
Tierra Whack, fire.
fire, bro.
But to be honest, I don't think she's making the same money as Sexy
Can't-
Red.
Impossible.
I
I
know what
will
I'm saying, but
say
she's a way better artist in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
100.
to me, how I feel about Sexy Red is I fuck with her music, but I will say I think she right now is her music right now.
It's only
definitely-
good in certain atmospheres.
It's good for certain atmospheres, but at the same time, she made that her lane now.
It's for selling
Cause
pussy.
Yeah, it's her niche.
Yeah.
Cause
It's for selling pussy, nigga. It's for selling.
I will say like, but I guarantee you, I will say, if Sexy Red came out in 2000s, she would.
She still would have blew up.
Yeah,
blew
I
up.
think
It's
any,
kinda like
I think
Should've
any
blew up.
woman like that. Like, look at Trina. Look at my
Cardi
back,
B
my
though,
back.
you
Like,
don't hear Cardi B
yeah.
as much, right? Because she did it all already. Because she put herself in that box
Yep.
of that stripping music.
And
You're
then
gonna
she
hear
tried
Cardi
to
B
do, and she tried to do the other shit. And it
Latin
worked for
shit
her.
and like, but it's
like bitches
she
don't
got
want to hear you talk
absorbed
about
in-
nothing but
yeah,
popping
you're
pussy.
absorbed in
Like,
that.
bitch, hold up, Cardi. Don't be trying to get no class now,
No.
bitch.
But you gotta
Like,
live.
like,
But you gotta live with that. Like, it's like Sexy Red, for instance, she's gonna collect that bag as much as she can with what she's in.
until
And
she
then,
can.
and then when that's done, it's like you chose that though.
Correct.
Yeah, for real.
Like it's already too late for her.
I was gonna say,
Yourself
just
in a
so
box.
y'all know, how much Sexy Red have you been seeing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see it
You
die
feel
off
me, nigga? That shit does not last.
Yeah,
You
it
feel me?
doesn't.
That is not timeless music they're making.
because they
You
could
feel
get
me?
another Sexy Red too.
And then you got
Getting that Drake cosigns though.
big
True.
facts, and then you got mad. You got women are starting to. They're starting to learn their value.
Oh, 100%.
You know, you got all these podcasts. You got men telling. You got the niggas like Kevin Samuels. You got, you know, then you got the females telling females like, bro, you guys are listening to this music and you guys are thinking that it's classy to go dress like this, and you think it's classy to disrespect your man, but you say you want a leader and blah blah blah. Like,
It's confusing.
these bitches who's promoting that to you in their songs, these bitches be submissive as fuck at home.
Yeah.
These bitches cook clean and shut the fuck up at home, but they're telling you to go disrespect your man, go cheat on your nigga, take a trip, go suck dick, go. You know what I'm saying? That's what they telling you. Fuck that. Leave that nigga out. All my ladies, leave your man at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been like that since day one.
propaganda,
Fuck,
basically.
exactly. And none of these bitches who's promoting.
Same thing as dudes
that-
saying,
Correct.
yeah, go in the streets, wear shiesty, go do some
Yeah,
stupid shit.
we're shicey, right?
Yeah.
Go fucking drill some shit.
and then
you know
rap
what I mean?
about who you killed.
And that's the frequencies in the music sending these motherfuckers to do it. They don't know
100%.
that. They don't know that it's hypnotism.
It's all ploy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They-
brainwash.
A lot of people don't know that them frequencies are hypnotizing.
It's like, how can we
you feel me?
make them arrest themselves and profit off of it?
Exactly.
It's like
Put
that-
these little dummies over here and put, yep.
That's the one thing about the new shit.
Let's
I
give
really,
them some guns too.
Yeah, that's the
'Cause, you know,
one
you
thing.
can't-
It's
'cause
terrible.
Switches.
Man, motherfuckers be killing me. Like,
Switch, bro.
people be killing me like these motherfuckers just go steal guns out of the police barracks. Like, where do you think these niggas are getting assault rifles from?
Doesn't make sense.
You dumbasses are dropping these shits off in the projects and leaving them shits there for some motherfuckers to go get.
Open
like,
van.
Right, where are you, like...
There's no way you lose an RPG in a rocket.
Yo, Rondo number 9 had a rocket, bro.
Yeah, like-
Rondo number 9 had
who
a
do you
whole
have to
RPG.
Yo, that's wild.
That shit was like in the early 2010s, bro. I'm in middle school. Like, what is he
Can't
doing
get
with
free
an
cable, but you
RPG,
can get an
bro?
RPG.
Exactly.
That shit's
Fucking
crazy.
Like,
grenade.
what?
Like, what are you
Doesn't-
talking
Nah,
about?
having a grenade in the hood is
My
wild.
nigga, like, how you pulling up with a fucking... How you pulling up with a 223 or 15? That shit tall as you.
Yeah.
Where'd you even get that from? Got it from my plug. Got it from the Connect. Got it from the Plugs Connect.
The police. Man.
Like
the police.
Yeah, for real. Got that shit from the police,
Basically.
man. Facts, exactly. That shit don't come with for no reason, bro. And they know just where to put it. Mm-hmm. Because how many switches is going off in the suburbs?
Not none.
Like, how many switches is going off in the
Unless
suburbs?
it's in a school.
They not happening, bro, right? Unless it's in a school. That's wild.
I want to know what playlist
It's
they
true,
are.
though. It's true.
Facts, though. Like,
That shit's insane now.
It's disgusting. It sucks when you have kids and you gotta like.
yeah, you gotta think
Like
about that.
my daughter's 12. I gave her pepper spray. Like
Yeah.
That's just the best.
Like when I was 12, or my friends that were girls at 12, they weren't walking around pepper spray or tasers or not or anything. Like, you know what I
Nah,
mean?
that's crazy. Like, cause you saying that, like, I was in 6th grade, bro. I had a knife in school, not cause I was crazy, but like for protection type shit. Cause when me and my people would be walking.
Yeah,
there's a
people
place in
try to
East, it's
rob
called
you and
Greenway.
fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it'd be gangs. Nigga, I'm in middle school, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I just had a knife on me, but someone ended up snitching and like they shook down the whole grade.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, found me and like 3 other kids with pocket knives. I don't know what them niggas had it for, but I know what I had mine for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was protecting my peoples, bro, because I always been like protected. That's just me. Like,
You cutting sandwiches and
gotta-
lunch stuff.
Yeah,
man.
it's my Boy Scout knife for all they fucking knew, bro. Like, but that shit was wild. And then I got sent to the Barron Center. I'm not sure if you ever heard of that.
Nah.
It's like, where is it in Roxbury?
It's
Or
definitely
Dorchester?
it's definitely in the Boston area.
It's like in
It's like
Boston,
for,
bro.
like,
It's
bad
it's like
kids.
where bad kids go, like where you get
It's like
suspended and
delinquent
shit.
shit.
Yeah, I was
Make
there
you
for
go
like a
pick
week.
up trash and shit.
They made me go to the Beyond Scared Straight shit, but it's called Jailbreak. It's not called
really?
Beyond Scared Straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to that shit in 8th grade. I don't know if it was the same shit, but I went to Middleton on some shit.
Nah, I went to
I did that too.
I went to
Middleton
Nashua.
too when I was in 8th grade.
I think it was Nashua.
Where I had a true
I went to Middleton last year. No, for that.
That's that ass.
Shit.
What happened?
Just got caught up with the wrong people, bro. Almost caught a case, but we beat that shit. So
Good shit,
My
bro.
man
that's
beat
good.
the case.
But yeah, just bullshit. You gotta watch who you
Yo.
call your friends.
Yo, bro, big.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm big on. Listen, I drive a Suburban,
Yeah.
and you never see people in my view. Yo, am I lying, Pat? Have you ever seen me with anybody other than like my child or something?
You said my child. That's
Yo,
real.
no bullshit. Like, I'm never with a group of motherfuckers. I drive a lot. That shit loud, stereo crazy loud.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Obnoxious when you see me, hear
Bro,
me
you can fit
coming.
a full mattress in that bitch. In the back.
Facts.
That shit's
And you don't
tough.
never see, bro, I do not.
Yeah.
Nope. I went to the feds, bro, for making a phone call, bro.
Yeah,
And
no.
then niggas try to call me a rat, too. Like, my homies all turned on me, trying to throw mud on my name. I can't put the paper, to this day, my paperwork's out there, this black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To this day, motherfuckers call me a rat with the paperwork saying otherwise. There's not a
Really?
single sentence, swear to God, there's not a single sentence, bro. Everything's out there, bro, and motherfuckers hate so much because like this nigga came home from the
They
feds.
can't even read
He's still
paperwork.
doing better than everybody around
Yeah,
him.
no.
You know what I'm saying? It was like this can't be real. Let's try to discredit this nigga. You can't, bro. It's black and white, bro. It's
Nah,
there.
as long as you stay
And if you know
stand
anything
on
about
10
federal
toes,
prison,
you're fine.
and you know anything about federal prison, there's certain paperwork that you can't get.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, I have to
it's-
get it.
It's
The PSI.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put that out there. Like,
Yeah.
My PSI's out there. My fucking some motherfucker asked me for a statement of reasons, which I never even heard of. Because I don't know if you know, but when you go to federal prison, you gotta show your paperwork. They give you 2-3 weeks
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get your
yeah.
paperwork, right? So they had me get my PSI and my transcripts. I never heard of a statement of reasons. So I put the PSI, the transcript out there, niggas, and I'm like waiting for niggas to go online and apologize. Niggas came back like, get your statement of reasons. I got that too. Like I
it's like-
did that too. And like,
the
please,
And
like,
the people you're trying to prove it to, though,
Are literally
are
bottom
the ones that
feeders.
will snitch in 3 seconds.
correct. And the thing is, right, these niggas were going live and talking about, that's why I made that song with Benzino. These niggas
Yeah.
chatting and they going live,
peeped
right?
that.
You know what I mean? I was just talking shit about niggas who do fuck shit like that. Because it's like, we grow up in the hood on this code where you don't call somebody a rat without
No.
having no proof. You don't
No,
do that.
paperwork.
You don't put a jacket on nobody without
Paperwork
doing that.
all day.
And what I didn't respect about the niggas who was doing that to me is that they got friends on their side who's rats, who they got paperwork on.
That's
Some
how-
of them which I've sent them paperwork
That's
on. their own
hilarious.
homies. You feel me?
Yeah.
That they refuse to talk about on this little live chat they got.
Yeah,
going
no,
on,
it's
you feel me?
hilarious.
And I would like to say their names, but I don't want to give them no kind of fucking traction on my podcast. You
Yeah,
feel
no.
me?
Facts.
But they know who they are, and if they see this, they'll know who the fuck I'm talking about. But these motherfuckers got a bunch of rats that they just keep on their side that they don't want to talk about on their shit. But their thing is about exposing people.
Meanwhile, they're
Meanwhile,
fucking
y'all
sit
niggas-
next to fucking
Yeah, and then I'm like, y'all don't know that Facebook that's a federal database, my guy.
100%.
It's a federal database.
100%.
Don't you know you guys going on there arguing back and forth with niggas, threatening each other, shit like that? They see all that shit,
Yep,
bro. And if
100%.
something happens, so say if one of the niggas that they trying to expose was to retaliate on one of these niggas, they're gonna go to that Facebook
It's all right there.
and they're gonna go to everybody that they've talked about on that live is gonna be their first suspects.
Yeah, 100%.
You feel me? Whether they did it or not. Something happens to one of the niggas, the suspects are the people y'all niggas got beef with online. You talking shit about. Y'all niggas are snitching. I think that's snitching. That's my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dry snitching.
No, it is.
I think that's dry snitching. You should not be doing no
Right.
shit like
That's
that.
why it's best not to say
Especially
shit
when you don't
online.
got no proof. Don't be doing
Yeah.
that shit when you got no proof.
Nah.
But yeah, that was a whole big thing with me, bro. No bullshit. It happened like 4 months ago after I've been home from the feds like 7-8 years now, bro.
Yeah.
I got locked up in 2013.
Good shit.
You know what I mean? Like we 12, 13 years past the situation,
Yeah.
and you motherfuckers are still running my name talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like if y'all niggas ain't found
You
a
wouldn't
single
be able-
sentence
if
in
you
12
were a-
years, you ain't gonna give up.
If you were a rat, though, just saying,
Mm-hmm.
like, you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing.
Correct.
If you're, because I'm from these streets, dude.
Exactly.
You can't move.
And
You can't be outside. So if you really ratted, people would have gotten the facts. People that you ratted, like people would really give a fuck and do something about it. Where I'm from, that's what would happen.
Same.
So
And that's the thing about me.
you
Growing
would have
up,
got caught up
growing
already.
up, you ain't coming to this city if you was ratting.
Yeah, no, you're moving to ATL or Florida.
Exactly, and that's what
You know
rats
what I'm
did.
saying?
Growing up, we
Yeah.
made sure they wasn't safe.
Yeah, no.
Like y'all niggas, you
You
not
get
ratting on nobody.
SOS
Correct.
all day.
Until this day, the niggas who rat, you never see me.
Yeah, no.
They be hiding in the house all the time, or they move out the state.
Yep.
And I'm
They
just
go get
riding
a
around
fat
with all
white
kinds
chick,
I'm riding
and
around
they
with
move
80 bands
somewhere.
worth of jewelry on in a fucking Suburban, shaking the block every.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the same city.
As you
every
should,
day,
bro.
opened a business in the same city.
And it's been
what
long-
are y'all talking about?
I hope you don't even have to defend yourself no more, because that's bullshit. That's
Nah,
old,
I don't even
you know what
entertain
I
it,
mean?
bro.
Yeah.
Like niggas still be just randomly bringing my name up to try to to see
Yeah.
if they can get some action. And I realize I'm like, hold up, these niggas don't get no real views unless they talking about me.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yo, they was doing that shit with me. I ended up going on one of the lives, and it ended with niggas apologizing.
Yeah.
It ended up with the nigga who was talking crazy about me.
A lot of people aren't really about
Was-
that
he
shit.
ended up
We-
apologizing.
Yeah, no.
Nigga couldn't even swallow his own spit by the end of the fucking
It's
live,
that
you
internet
feel me?
shit too.
Yeah, and the niggas kept talking after that. I'm just like, I'm not going to entertain it because y'all niggas, I realize y'all getting 10,000, 11,000 views and shit because of me.
Nah.
Because y'all talking about
You
me.
just
I realize when y'all talk about other niggas y'all trying to expose,
That shit don't hit.
couple that
I
1,000,
will say,
2,000. You know
I
what
will
mean?
say one thing.
What up?
I learned when it comes to beef, 50 is one of my favorite artists.
Same.
And one thing
Yep.
50 always taught me is beef,
Oh no, I'm good. Appreciate you.
beef like sells, bro. Like no bullshit. Nah,
Yeah, I'll take a call. Good luck.
Why you just deliver it like the way he's like, I got you right now? Like we just
I'm Gucci
we doing that for
Appreciate
some
you.
drinks right now. Nah, no bullshit.
Freshmen.
But like when it comes to like beef, I learned like 50. I look up to 50 when it comes to just like music and just like hooks in general.
Yeah.
But the way he talks and the way he expresses himself and say like certain shit, like he dead ass had his coworkers fake beef online. Like that's like me and Syfe going back and forth online, be like, yo, you fat, you da 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 da, you
sells.
ugly.
Damn, nigga,
But
that's
it's
the first
like,
thing you had to
nah,
say,
I'm just
bro.
saying, it's like
Why
that's
was the first thing you had to say
oh
though?
my god, bro, bro, it was sell, bro. People be like, yo, really, bro? Like, bro, like if me and Syfe were to do some shit like that,
Nah,
people-
that's
bro,
facts though. Like
It
if
would
I
get
if
people
I went on
going.
story right now,
That's
Black,
the same shit I did with,
Like,
with
for real.
Sonorel. I don't know if y'all was around for the Sonorel shit.
nah,
I did a versus battle with the nigga.
Oh really?
nah.
Yeah, we did 16 songs each.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
damn.
Yeah, I did a versus battle with him. We did it at Sammy's Patio in Revere.
Oh, shit.
And I
That's-
always told myself I'd never go back there, but my homie B-Ham, he was hosting it.
See, we
And
must have crossed paths because I was one of the biggest promoters over there.
For real? We
I'm
had to
from
have crossed
I'm from
paths before.
Revere.
Same
So,
was
See?
closed down.
like that's
Yeah, I know. They
yeah,
closed
we
down
did
now.
our last show there.
That
Like,
Oh,
shit
for real?
crazy,
yeah,
bro.
like I've done
Memories.
shows there since I was a kid.
Memories like a motherfucker. Bro. I used to
Memories,
go in
bro.
there all the time.
Oh yeah.
But I told myself I wasn't gonna do it no more. But my homie B-Ham hit me up. He's like, yo, why don't you do a versus battle, man? I think it would be dope if you and Sonorel, because back in the day, me and him was like the main voices in the city. You know what I'm saying? I was with the
Busiest
Kick It Boy niggas, and
people,
I-
yeah.
the busiest people. Everybody was coming to the shows. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And for me, you know, I took it as an opportunity to tell everybody to suck my dick because I knew all my ops was gonna be in the same building. That was my first time ever like coming out to do a show. Like where I knew
That's
all
a big-
my haters was gonna be in the same building at
Yeah.
the same time. Everybody who been disrespecting my name, calling me a rat, and I made sure that I said that in some like I did a diss track about Sonorel the night before. I recorded a diss track right in the credits, punched in. You know what I mean?
hilarious.
I did a diss track about him, in the song, I'm like, what I said, I heard a lot of y'all was calling me a rat. Say it to my face so we could bring it to the back, bring it to the fist, bring it to the bats, bring it to the knives, bring it to the gats. You ain't gotta ask nobody where the nigga fats. I've been riding around the city, loudest system, nigga facts. Rolling on my wrist, Cuban on my chest. How you pussy niggas let me get away with that? Like I was snapping, and this is I performed this.
Yeah.
And I know half the niggas in the audience want to fucking
Tight.
pop me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, finally, I get to get my shit off my chest. So let's
Yeah.
see who want to try me then. You know what I'm saying?
And then after
I went
that,
there
it's
for
like
that
whatever,
purpose.
bro.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't go there for nobody's recognition. I hate all you niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't go there for nobody's recognition.
Bro pulled up with the Black Forces.
But like me and Sana, we don't really have no genuine beef. But before we did that, before we had the battle, we had the city in a roar for like a month.
Yeah.
That's why we packed it out. He did like 5 or 6 versus battles, and we had the best one as far as the turnout, people coming.
That's
Because
sick.
It's fire.
as much as people don't like me, they wanted to see if I was gonna have the heart to come outside.
Yeah, they want to see what happens. You know how it is.
Nigga, you fucking act
Drama
like you don't remember who I
sells.
am.
Yeah.
Right? So, see if I had the heart to come outside. So I came out on military time on these niggas, right? He came out. He's very popular. He's an Anderson. You know, the name's very big in the city. So you knew he was going to... Exactly. So he got all his family there. I'm like, you knew he was going to pack the house. They've been supporting him since he been fucking doing it.
Yeah.
So bang, we about to have a packed house. So I get there, did my shit. He did his shit. I feel like I won for my reasons. He feel like he won for his reasons. And I knew that the bias was going to say that he won because nobody there liked me. Again,
Yeah.
Like I had about 10% of the crowd.
You know what
was
you're
there
up
for me.
against.
You feel me?
You bring more people, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Whoever brings the most people, and especially with crowd, like when they base it off the crowd, like we just did that.
Yeah.
In Providence, we knew, like we were like, cause like we collabed with them, but they made it like a versus thing.
Yeah.
So we did it for fun, but we like went in knowing like, bro, we don't got
Like-
enough
like we
people.
the away
Yeah, of
team.
course.
So, like-
We the
Yeah, the
away team, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, so-
and that's what I was like, the away team
Yeah.
at home type shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? So people who seen it after the fact, who got to like watch the video, was like, yeah, Fat, you crushed this nigga. But that's only because, like, all his songs are street songs. Like he only talks about street shit. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
me? Every single song. So for me, it sounded like for 16 songs, it just sounded like one long
Long
song that was
song.
just
Yeah.
broken up into
Yep, yep.
16 pieces.
Which is
You feel
probably
me?
true.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it was, and I literally had I had a song about pain. I had a song for the bitches. I had a song like again. We're talking
again,
about the
you're not
diversity.
boxed in,
Yeah,
though,
I'm
that's
not boxed
why.
in. You can tell mad difference. I had
He
a, whole,
might
I had
not
a
be
song
able to
about
do
eating
that.
pussy.
Yeah.
I had a song about eating pussy. Hannibal Lecter, eat the flesh. Like I was in there bugging. Like you know what I
but
mean?
see, you have fun with your, you probably have more fun with your
Way
music
more.
than he
Yeah.
does.
yeah, probably so.
Because
And
his
I-
shit's so serious.
I got a little
like,
more
I have
humility
to,
too. Like
I
I'm
have
not
to
afraid.
get these motherfuckers. You're already like not giving a fuck.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
don't
totally
care.
different.
And you know why I don't care is because the shit that you get to say in your songs, bro, and you get to put this facade on, nigga, of like all the shit you do. Not you specifically. Don't worry, I'm not dissing you, my nigga. But whatever you put in your music, 90% of the time you exaggerating. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like for a person like him, I was battling him, but it's like I know I put in a million times more work than him. And
It's
when it
vocal
comes to the
acting.
streets, like go check my resume, look at my record, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been all the shit you rapping about, I've been doing it, but I'm up here rapping about completely different. I'm not glorifying
Because people
that.
who really do
You know
that
what I'm saying?
shit don't like
Don't wanna
it half
talk
the
about
time.
I don't, bro.
Or
I
don't like that's what I'm saying. Me too. Like I've sold drugs since I was 14. You barely like maybe here and there,
Yeah.
depending on the song. I'll sprinkle
Yeah,
a little
sprinkle
bit.
something there
but
from
like,
about when you
but
was
I'm from the
hustling.
era where we weren't even getting pictures. Like you know how long it took me to get an Instagram when Instagram came out because I was so like not. I didn't want to be seen. I'm a ghost. I
Right.
don't want to. That's how you have longevity in the streets. You
Correct.
stay low
Stay
key.
out the fucking way.
Yeah, you stay
Right.
low key. You know what I'm saying? So like that to have to adapt to that
Mm-hmm.
takes time if you're really doing it. And if I've seen like if you've seen people get locked up, if you've seen people die, if you've seen
Exactly.
people
It's
flip on each
completely
other,
different.
you don't want
When
that
you've seen
attention.
it, you don't want that. You
It's
don't even
not
want that
worth
energy
it.
around you, bro.
It
You
might
start
be
getting
lit right
triggered and
now.
fucking shit, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
no.
These niggas don't even know what it's like to wake up in cold sweats because of shit you used to
Hell
do back in
no,
the day.
bro.
Like, they have no fucking idea what
It's
it's
the
like to really
worst,
do that,
bro.
bro. Like, and the same thing, like, you know, same what
There's
you know,
no
people say
happy
you
ending
need
in the
therapy,
streets.
this and that. See a therapist is good for you. But a lot of people don't know, excuse me.
Music is
When
that.
you see a therapist for your mental issues, if you're a person who's been in the streets, you're very limited to what you can talk to a therapist about.
100%.
Otherwise, your ass can go to jail.
Yeah.
You can incriminate yourself very fast.
They say there's confidentiality
You know what I'm saying?
and shit,
Right,
but
they say confidentiality
to a degree.
unless we feel it's not.
yeah,
basically.
to a degree.
It's confidential, but if I feel you said some shit you know what I mean, I'm gonna tell on your ass. So I can't even be completely open with you. I can't tell you some shit like, oh man, I fucking shot this guy in the head and his brain splattered everywhere and I'm having fucking night terrors and blah blah blah. Like
That's
you
crazy.
could
Yeah.
never tell a therapist some shit like that, could you?
Facts.
Because then they're
You
Yeah.
feel me?
morally obligated
Right.
to
Exactly. And
say
it's like,
something.
Like, yeah, so it's like, what's the use, bro?
Yeah,
If it's limited.
You gotta find your own
You'll never
therapy.
be able to tell a therapist the fucking
If
whole
it's
truth
that
and nothing
deep.
but the truth when it comes to what you're dealing
Yeah.
with inside, bro. Like, even if you didn't kill somebody,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something that you've been dealt with in your life that you ain't telling the therapist, bro.
Yeah.
Word up. I don't know a single
Yeah, I think-
motherfucker who's been 100% transparent
Definitely
with a therapist.
Yeah,
bro.
no one
You know what I'm
from
saying?
where we grow up is
Correct.
Yeah, no.
Now, back to the manipulation about the beef. Something definitely I learned from 52. He actually inspired me to read the 48 Laws of Power, and I've been executing that book my whole fucking life for like the past 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
So, me and Sonarel, the whole 30 days before that battle, we was online disrespecting the fuck out of each other. We was going back and forth. Everybody thought that when we seen each other, we was probably gonna rip each other's faces off. We had no problem with each other. Fam.
Yeah.
No problem. We disrespected each other, baby mothers. We was talking, no bullshit. Yeah.
She gets crazy.
No, I bet you I'll treat your baby mother. Tell your baby mother, come over here, let me show how the real man treats nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ass. We was going off. And niggas thought we had some beef, but after the versus battle, like the week after, we was at a cookout chilling together. Like, niggas was like, what the fuck?
But
Like,
that's awesome.
Like, we did
That's
that.
real.
Y'all dumbass niggas got reeled right on in.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
what
how.
the-
That's how it be for real.
Yeah.
But it's like boxing. You got fans for this side, this guy, and then after what they hug each other, they
hugging
say
each-
good
exactly.
job.
They know what it's for.
compliment each other sometimes. Like, yo, he had me in the third round. I really, you know what I mean?
Especially fighting, they say the bond.
Yeah.
You know,
It bring-
y'all are brothers.
Well, that, I think that's
Facts.
gladiator
Facts.
mentality too.
I
It's
think
like,
it is too, and I think a lot of motherfuckers. That's why I'm always talking about motherfuckers catching a fade, because a lot of people can't take the loss without then getting the guns. Because then
Yeah.
you got the niggas like, I will fight you. It's like, okay, you'll fight me now. I beat the brakes off you.
Well, those people,
And now you still want to pop a nigga, bro.
because
Like,
those people never took a L. And
Correct.
got back up. Like there's
Yeah.
some people who never got their ass beat, or
and they don't want to.
yeah, they don't want to.
that L.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah,
So-
he got me. He
social
got me.
media. Social
Yeah.
media.
You gotta
made
be
it
able to
with-
take a beating sometimes.
Exactly.
There's battles I haven't won. I got back up. You know,
I blame
Yeah.
phones.
One of the niggas who was talking shit about me on. Oh, I actually tried to catch a fade with both of the niggas who talk shit about me on live. One of them set up, never showed up, and then tried to act crazy about it. The other nigga, he was supposed to pull up on me Super Bowl Sunday, and catch a fade with me. I'm like, yo, I'm just letting you know we gonna record it. Cause why not, nigga? You on live on social media disrespecting me, you talking shit about me.
Yeah.
Mind you, one of the niggas on there was one of my old friends from back in the day. Nigga I'd been through mad shit for, helped out, all kinds of shit. Been there for him through all kinds of
Yeah.
shit. Broke shit, all that. You feel me? Now, I'm like, yeah, when we catch a fade, we gotta throw that on camera so niggas can see you get wiped the fuck down.
yeah.
You feel me? Like, what you talk about?
They don't see it. They don't
He
believe
didn't want
it.
to do it though, all of a sudden, because we're grown men. We don't got to put that on. Why not?
But
Nigga,
you-
it's a
you were
hand-to-hand
just- but
combat.
you were just on
You were just
social
online
media.
disrespecting the fuck out of me, nigga. You can't
Happening.
catch a fade with me, a one-on-one
Facts.
fight, and just fucking lose, because you're gonna lose. But you know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna lose. That's why you don't want to get. You know what I mean? But like, it's alright though, because now it's at a point where, like I said, I just shut the fuck up. I don't indulge in the negative
Yeah.
conversation, because
Can't.
negative frequencies like that didn't get me as successful as I am right now. It
Yeah,
didn't.
no.
Yeah, that's
You know
a
what I mean? I
fact.
do a lot for the community, the
Yeah,
children.
exactly.
Like, I'm a very high frequency person, but I am a fucking warrior.
But you
at
got
the end
more
of
to
the day.
lose though.
You know what I'm saying?
You got more to lose than they do.
Way more to lose.
So you
way
can't.
more to lose. The only thing that they would possibly lose is their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the because they ain't got no money, no businesses, no
Yeah.
assets, no nothing, bro. Like, you
Yep.
feel me? They got nothing to
Living
lose.
off some woman. or
And
something.
all the people who's indulging in their shit is literally a whole bunch of other people.
100%.
Section 8, fucking,
Losers stick
you know what I'm
together,
saying?
bro.
Like, yeah, a whole bunch of losers watching their shit, bro. You got the bitches on Section 8 who watch baddies all day. Now they go watch that live because it's just like baddies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
be influenced by
Their
that
city
shit.
edition. You feel
Right.
me?
You know what I'm saying? So just stay away from those frequencies, bro. Like, for example,
Nah.
for
fuck
example, you know, you run into motherfuckers all the time, I'm sure, who disrespect you in the
All the
streets or
time.
say something, you know what I mean? I'm sure it takes a lot
Every show.
to keep your composure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah,
you know
it
what
should
I mean?
be quiet. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, because we're the ones that will pop out, and then it's like you
I've
just
been
see
trying to
them,
be a
and the first thing
positive
they
person.
do when they see us is "What's up?"
all teeth and palms, bro.
Yeah.
Teeth
And then
palms.
once I see
Like,
that, I'm just like,
Yeah.
nah, I know what time you're on. So I'm like, what? It's not.
I be mad sometimes, like fuck, bro. I was
I'd
expecting
rather be
something.
cool.
Yo, sometimes it's good to get that out. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
facts.
saying?
It's not
And
that
I haven't got
serious.
I haven't got to mash your face in a long time. Like, see, I was like, nigga, I got your fair one.
I don't
with you,
want
bro.
to.
Like, you
I'm
know what I
scared
mean?
of myself.
Yo, you think you're black, right?
It's like being celibate, having fucking
you know what it is?
I'm gonna be
I've
beating you
always
up
been
thinking
a-
about my dad. Like I'm not even gonna be like,
know what it is?
know where I
Yeah,
am.
Back-
bro, that's the thing. That's why I'm scared to
That
fight
built
people,
up
bro.
rage shit,
Yo,
bro.
back,
Yeah.
I think I have more control now only because like I'm super spiritual, meditating,
I got
shit
kids.
like that, so it's different.
most definitely different
I have more
aspects,
control
man.
now. Back in the day, back in the day,
Oh, when you got nothing to
I
lose.
was, but I wasn't as healthy. That's why I want to fight somebody now. Because back in the day, I was whooping ass as a fat kid who was
Yeah.
smoking weed, popping perks
same.
here and there,
Yeah.
fucking selling drugs, running around,
Everything.
drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I watch what I put in my body. I'm hitting the gym. I wanted to see what
Gotta.
this motherfucker do. Like,
Yeah. You
gotta
because
set
it
up
was
a
doing
boxing
damage
match.
back in the day. I'm about to.
You got, nah. You definitely gotta set up a boxing match. You could definitely get that done, bro.
Facts,
Especially out here,
facts,
bro.
facts.
You sell seats. You could get that done.
Yo, get that
I
shit
could do
signed,
that.
Everything official, so nothing can be.
Yeah, make that shit official, bro. Get a referee, all that, bro.
EMTs on site.
Yeah,
Yo, facts.
Yo,
paramedics.
just rent out a boxing gym, like an official shit. And just
Yeah,
have,
dead
like,
ass.
Invite only, select few. You know?
Word.
You know?
Now I'm deaf in there, bro. I'm gonna be
Yo,
turned.
facts. No
Be
bullshit. I
turned.
might do some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, they do it.
I might definitely do some shit like
There's
that. I'll
there's
post
a
some shit
whole
like,
Yo, I'm not gonna count.
genre for that.
I swear to God, I got access to a UFC cage.
Holy
It's
shit.
Just the ceilings are like this high.
Yeah, it's a
You
short
can fight-
cage, yeah.
It's literally
Yeah,
like
nah, it's
a
tough.
full-size cage. So
Yeah.
if you want to say boxing there, fuck it, we can fit a few people.
Nah, no
You
bullshit.
could
I don't think
definitely do
niggas would
boxing.
really want to
Yeah.
catch that fade though. They still gonna. You know what I mean?
Again, they don't
they
wanna
just
lose
don't
on
want to
camera.
lose, bro.
For the
Like,
right
yeah.
price, though, bro, you never know, cause if you got a certain prize or a certain like, if it's worth it, bro, they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? No matter
Yeah,
what,
100%.
whether
Maybe
it's views, whether it's money, whether it's
Maybe
exposure,
we gotta make
anything,
it worth it
bro.
so motherfuckers can come outside. No bullshit.
Definitely,
Word
someone's
up.
right
'Cause
here,
otherwise,
bro.
niggas are gonna stay behind their cameras and their keyboards and just blah 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 and run their mouths and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
And then after, everyone could be cool.
Yeah,
exactly,
deadass,
bro.
bro.
what I'm
That's
saying?
what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I was like, catch a fade and we'll be done. Like, I'm not gonna look for you for
But the problem
like.
is pride. You can't. Someone can't get over their pride, then it's done for.
No, facts. Pride is a
Now that
powerful
L
fucking
makes them
drug.
even more tight. And
Yep.
now it's-
Pride is a powerful.
Maybe you
drug.
gotta give a loser prize.
So what do y'all feel like right now, right? So, I mean, we spoke about how, you know, artists should be independent instead of going, getting signed and shit. I'm glad that y'all have that mentality because, like I said, a lot of these upcoming artists, they just trying to look for the best deal they can get, and they don't even know what comes with that deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't even
whole
know they-
360.
Yeah, they don't. The 360 on top of their butthole getting played with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On top of the booty hole getting played with. And a lot of people think that shit's weird. See, back when I signed Clancy, when I put Clancy
Yeah.
on the team, he was, you know, searching for a deal. We all was like trying to get a deal back then. Niggas even had deals put on the table. I had a deal that I turned down from Sony, Warner Brothers, MMG, and I did not take the deals. I feel like the MMG one was a fluke because the other two was official. I got to really speak to like genuine people who wasn't ducking me. The MMG one, I felt like the executive producer lady was being real weird. You feel me? But the shit that they was trying to ask me to do to change myself and the control that they would have over me, I was like, I'm not willing to
Hey,
do
you're a
this shit
puppet.
at all. And then the one that I was willing to consider, they offered to fly me out, and they wanted the party. I'm like, I don't drink or smoke. How did that lose me the deal?
Because it can't manipulate you.
Correct.
Yeah.
That lost me the deal.
Yeah, because
That shit.
then
I
we're
didn't
gonna
wanna get flown
be
out and
fucked
turned
up
up.
and slide some sign of
Yeah,
That's what
dumbass.
gave me the confirmation of all the shit that I used to read when I was 13, 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About all the gay shit going on in the industry
Yeah.
and these niggas
Yeah,
fucking each
bro.
other. And, you know what I mean? I was telling niggas that growing up. Like when I first met, like anytime I meet like a group of artists or like a random artist I don't know and shit like that, and I ask them what they looking for in the industry, and they talk about record deals and I want to sign to this big label and this and that, and I be telling, I put them in an uncomfortable position. I'm like, you willing to take it in the butt?
Yeah.
They look at me all weird, like start laughing, like, oh, you crazy, you stupid. I'm like, I'm dead serious.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I've heard it a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
honestly.
Like, are you willing to do that shit, bro? Like, you gonna have to do that, whether you
Yeah.
like it or not. And everybody just always used to think I was joking. Yo, Pat, am I lying? When I first met KMF, what'd I say to them? Pat,
Yo,
what did I say to KMF when I first met him?
I can't hear you, my phone. One more time.
I was telling him what I be telling the artists when I first meet them about going into the industry. What did I tell KMF when I first met him?
I don't know. You always tell me that no one would just shut the fuck up and listen to everything you say.
Facts, they wouldn't shut the fuck
And
up.
then they'll just shoot to stardom if they just listen to you.
No, that too. If they listen,
Yeah,
people
yep.
listening. The gay shit.
Oh,
Who's taking it in the ass?
He's
You
like,
remember
oh.
that? Walked in the studio, right? There's like this is when KMF had what, like it had like 8 to 10 people in the beginning, right? It was like super thick. This is when West Taylor. This is when the whole shit was deep.
Yeah, yeah.
I walk in the studio, everybody's in there, and I'm like, yo, y'all niggas about to get signed, huh? Everybody's talking shit. Yeah, we lit, nigga. We got this and that going on. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, which one of y'all niggas taking it in the ass? Everybody started crying like, yo, this nigga's stupid. I'm like, yo, I'm like, y'all niggas laughing. I'm like, I'm dead serious. I'm like, 2 or 3 y'all getting fucked.
Yo.
I'm like, this nigga J Moon ain't telling y'all. I'm like, J Moon ain't telling y'all. He's about to sacrifice some of y'all buttholes, nigga. You don't know it.
It's fucking
No
crazy.
bullshit. No, I'm just talking shit. But at the end of the day,
There's
that's
facts
how
behind
that's
it.
how the
Shit,
industry
though,
works. You
yeah.
feel me?
Either that or you really got to do something.
Oh yeah,
Like, there's no.
something outlandish as fuck.
to
Yeah.
blackmail
You know what I
you,
mean?
bro.
Because they
Yeah,
want to
it hits you
have, they want to
forever.
blackmail you.
Yeah.
So that's how
Correct.
it's all about ownership and like
And it's
having
been like that
control.
in Hollywood since the beginning, and I don't understand how people
Yeah.
have lost it. Like, I was fucking 7, 8 years old when I'm seeing Michael Jackson talk about Tommy Mottola and Sony and shit like that. I'm a
Yeah.
fucking kid, and I understand what he's saying quite clearly. As I'm trying to copy this nigga's moves and shit in the crib. Like, you know, of course I'm watching every word he's saying while he's holding signs on stage. I'm like, why is this nigga holding signs talking about the label he owns half of Sony? And I'm starting to read. I'm 9 years old. I start selling bootleg movies and CDs. I start reading biographies and all the, you know, when Prodigy came out with his book, I'm reading the books.
Yeah.
Prodigy's one of
That
my
he-
favorite.
Yeah, when he came out with that's fire, H&IC. So he came out with his book, I read it. Fucking 50 came out with his book, I read it. Fucking Tanya Stevens came out with her book, I read it. I know all the weird shit going on in the
Yeah,
industry.
you
all
go,
the, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
into all that. All
And
the
I'm-
stories and shit.
Yeah, and I'm taking their word for it because this the horse's mouth. I'm not taking the shit from a.
Because they lived it. They went through
Correct.
it. Like I said.
Who's better to get the information from? That's
From
why.
someone-
So when people read or hear these people that's in the industry making these testimonies and they think it's, nah, that's not happening to everybody. That's not happening. That can't possibly happen to Drake.
That's what happens when I.
That can't possibly happen to Jay-Z. Like, no, they got to.
They weren't Jay-Z before.
Right, they got them, and not to mention, they got to be as big as they are because they're the best and well trained.
Yeah, Drake wasn't in no
You know what I'm
wheelchair.
saying?
Drake wasn't in no wheelchair because he got shot. He got fucked.
Yo, you get to, you don't get to be that big.
But sacrificing something.
Correct.
There's no way because
They only allow you
they're
to be
investing
a
in you.
billionaire.
It's like
they allow you to do that.
It's like the
shit is
it's,
scary,
it's
bro.
like slave shit, bro. They own you.
That's
They
what it
need to
is.
own you. They have to be able to because one like you cannot not need them. Like they have to find a way where you're gonna always need them. Like your
Yeah.
longevity is just like you're gonna
Bro,
pay
you
for their
separate-
kids.
if you
Stuff.
separate the Drakes, the hundreds of millions, like the Drake, if you separate Rick Ross, like those people who's up in the gatekeepers of the industry, if you separate them people from like the other rappers in the game, bro, my cheer music clients, who are just random fucking guys who own cheer music companies. And,
Yeah.
bro, these dudes live in fucking $10 million houses. They have
100%.
yachts. These dudes have way more fucking money than any rapper I've ever fucking
They didn't have to
glorified
sell
or
their
ever
soul.
thought was dope.
That's what
you
it
know what
is.
I'm saying? These motherfuckers, and they've taught me everything along the way. All the things I need to invest in. They've never steered me in the wrong direction.
That's awesome.
These-
It's
I
hard
got-
to find people like that.
And they're all rich white men.
Yeah.
You feel me? They're all rich white men, and you got all these fucking, you know, these lower level black dudes who you grow up with, and you think are gonna push you and help you succeed or be a part of the growth.
They can't if
They
they
don't
don't know
want to
how.
see you succeed.
Yeah.
Not only are they not trying to put you in a better position,
But
they're
they
trying
want
to pull
it
you
to-
back
yeah.
into their shit
'Cause
too.
you have to-
They're not even like letting you go. All right, they got something better for you over there. Go fuck with the rich white man, and when you learn something from the rich white man, come back and teach my poor black ass something. You know what I'm saying? They don't even let you. They're like, nah, just stay over here, nigga. We don't want you to go over there, cause then you'll be doing better than us. Nigga.
Yeah, they want to control the growth. Like you're gonna grow like with us. Not, like yeah, no.
And the thing is, like, you know, growing up, they teach you that they want it to be all separated, segregated. Like, if it was like that on such a high scale, I'm like, yo, bro, my success came from the learning, from teachings of white men. White men taught me everything I know about money, about finances, what to do with it, how to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've even, bro, when I was in the feds, my cheer clients were sending me bread.
That's awesome.
Bro, I went to the feds with like 30 racks and came home with 50
That's
after maxing out on commissary every month. Because these rich white men, who half these niggas never seen me, I met one client face to face.
yeah.
These other dudes who were sending me money and shit, we've done business together and they appreciate all the business we did. And they kept in touch. They was paying my mortgage. They was sending me fucking $1,000 here, $500. I'm like, bro, I don't even fucking need this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, but you gotta come home and you're gonna fucking need some money when you get home, so you'll fucking already have it.
Well, that's
and guess
people
what? I
knowing
came
your-
home.
people know
nigga,
your worth.
moved to a luxury condo, bought a Suburban. Like, the first one I bought was a Cadillac. Then I got a Suburban. But bro, I was out here buying cars, got my fucking, bro. I came home, the shit that I had on my vision board in a 5-year plan, I had gotten my first year and a half, 2 years out of jail.
That's awesome.
I had a vision board with I had a nice ass crib on my vision board. I had the fucking Chevy Suburban on my vision board. I had a Rolex on my vision board. I had a Cuban link chain on my vision board. I had a home studio on my vision board. And I had all that shit within the first year and a half. It was supposed to be 5 years.
Yeah.
And when I seen how quickly that shit can accelerate when your mind's focused on the right thing, laws of attraction.
Yeah.
Use that heavily. And that's why I don't like to put negative frequencies out there. Even when I got people talking, it's very hard not to just indulge and just jump on the shit and be like, nigga, meet me right here. Nigga, I'll pull up at your mom's house. Nigga, like, because we grew up, it was about ringing the doorbell, bro. I ring your mom's bell, send your son outside to get this ass whooping. I can't have that mentality no more because, like you said, I got way too much to lose.
And you went to jail. You know what it is to be
you niggas are not
fucking,
worth that. And the thing is, they would love. One of these niggas would love to get their ass beat if they knew it would trick me out my spot. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think one of them would link up with me if they knew for sure it'll get me taken out. It'll get me fucking. You know what I mean? It'll get my whole shit fucked up.
People
because
want
then
to
I won't be.
They want you to get out of character.
Yeah, you know, because they
people
try to do
test the
everything
waters.
to discredit
like when I got locked up,
me?
I came out. The amount of people that switched on me. And the people like I had that were bringing me problems when I was dealing with my case. Like, why now?
Right.
I have a case. Why are you starting random shit now?
It's like they know when to fuck with you.
It's like, but again, then it's like, I don't want to say God or like whoever or whatever. Like, that's meant to happen in your path. Like it was time. It's this person acted up at this time when they were supposed to because you're going this way, and they're trying to keep you, like you said, where they want you to be, or they're trying to test your gangster, or like there's animosity somewhere.
Absolutely.
Somewhere. It could be the smallest thing, but it's somewhere. And that could grow into a tumor and fucking really like
a genuine real fucking tumor, bro. Like from all that fucking stress. That's why, bro, just everybody, bro, just understand, it's a spiritual war we in every day, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With ourselves mostly.
With ourselves, absolutely. And if the more you lose that battle, the more your life will start reflecting that. And this is something I might say this shit every interview, I might not. But just like it's as above, so below, as within, so without. Start focusing on your health. Start focusing on what you're putting inside. Because when I started focusing on my health and how I'm treating the temple, that's when everything outside started reflecting.
You could think clearer.
My life became healthy outside of my body just like it was inside. You feel me?
Yeah.
And if you think about it, any person who's successful, I don't give a fuck if it's Donald Trump or goddamn Lady Gaga. If you ask them their success story and ask them when they first were beginning to start becoming successful, what is the main thing that they focused on? And they're gonna tell you their health. They're gonna tell you, I just started working out more, going to the gym, running every morning.
And structure.
Just, you know what I mean? And focus, having the discipline to put yourself first every day.
Well, because that's when you could be your best self.
Correct.
If you feel your best. When you feel like shit, you
feel like shit,
you
your
don't
life
do
is
nothing.
shit.
You don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the first thing we do is we wake up and you got the people who wake up and they roll over and be like, light a cigarette.
Or they roll over and go on fucking
Nigga got morning breath. Nigga didn't even wipe the chocolate.
Go on Instagram and see some negative shit.
Yeah.
Pick
up the phone. They get those dopamine boosts that are trash. You feel me?
The wrong kind.
Exactly.
Go run outside.
Go run.
Hear the birds fucking chirp.
Don't touch your phone. Try this moving forward. The first hour that you wake up, don't even touch your phone, even if it rings.
Yep.
The first 1 hour, just give it to yourself, and you watch how much better your day goes.
Again,
you feel me?
A lot of people comes back to like a lot of people, like for people that. Two things. People gotta be ready within themselves to work, to be ready to work on themselves.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go through some shit, cause like whether either you lose somebody or you go to jail or you have a kid. There has to be a shift in your life path.
Mindset.
That's usually what does it.
It's the mindset.
And it's a growing thing too. Like we all mature at different times.
Yeah, for real.
Like you might have got hip and got ready and you tried telling people and they're not accepting because they're mentally not there.
Right.
They're not on your frequency yet.
Correct.
So like even when we have big rap groups, not everyone, it's so hard that you can't get everyone. You might think you sound crazy or might think you're wasting your time because not everyone's listening to you or getting on the same page. But then what you got to do is go back and do it yourself. And then they'll see it. And then by those actions, it's either going to switch the light on or keep it off. They'll be like, oh, he did it. He did that. And then look at it. It worked out.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have listened to him. Now I'm going to go and apply. Or you just be like, oh, fuck him. And keep doing the stupid shit, same boring, lazy shit you were doing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about personal,
personal
shift.
growth.
Like,
that's what it is. It's personal growth, and you gotta, like you say, you gotta want it.
It's definitely a mindset thing. That like everything that I said earlier about when we was talking about the gym and just like
Yeah.
main thing I will say that I can like speaking from my experience, just myself. Once you start like putting a focus on yourself and you start taking that time to work on yourself and like you start to see a lot of shit different. You start to move different. You start to feel different. But at the same time, it takes that time of just like really working on yourself and knowing like what you want to work on and how you want to move, and then watch, you're gonna start to see things like a shift's gonna happen. It's like things, your mind, everything start to change. Even like things around you start to change. Like
Not gonna lie, you know what fucked me up and gave me the biggest epiphany I ever had is I had been home from the feds for probably like 5-6 months. I was still on federal probation and everything, and I couldn't smoke weed and shit like that, even though I ended up still smoking weed. But
that's a gangster.
no, because federal probation, you gotta have 4 violations for dirty weed before you can even go to get locked up. So motherfuckers take advantage of that shit. You feel me? I'm like, I'm gonna get 3. Every year you get 4. You know what I mean? They recycle. You know what I mean? Every year you gotta have 4.
like calling
you
out
have
sick,
4 dirties within the same year.
Sick
That's a
days.
violation. You feel me? Because they know it's just weed. I mean, it's not crack and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they don't make a big deal of it. So I was definitely smoking it. When I learned how to like maneuver, I was smoking my bud. But I took mushrooms for the first time. Took 3.5 grams. And that was the epiphany right there that let me know that I'm in control of everything that fucking happens to me in this world. It gave me mad clarification that the pineal gland, the third eye, is real, and that this fucking frequency we live on is the lowest vibrational frequency.
You see all the fuck shit when you're
Oh,
on.
let me see everything, bro.
All the
Everything. I went so many dimensions fucking away from
I've
here.
done a lot of shrooms.
And when I came back, I didn't even want to come back to this shit. I'm like, why did I even come back here? I swear to God, I was tight when the shit was over. I'm like, I don't even belong here. This is not even, you know what I mean?
It's a good refresh. You need that sometimes.
It is. And I'm promoting that shit for anybody who
I
thinks
used to
mushrooms
microdose.
is a fucking, that's what I was going to tell
Like,
people, you
before
know what I
went
mean?
to jail,
Microdose.
I had the pills.
Yeah.
0.5s. I actually recorded a whole album on shrooms.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, whole thing. Like,
Shit's probably snap. You
yeah,
probably
it's
snapped
one of my
on it.
favorite on it.
See, yeah,
And, like-
it gets them creative juices going. It
Yeah.
opens that third eye like a fucking
But
flower,
it's
bro.
just
Like,
like anything. If you abuse it or you use it in the wrong way, it could backfire.
Absolutely.
So you gotta be
Absolutely.
in the right mind state, right place, right.
and that's why I
people,
want to talk about
set the mood.
and that's why I
the
want to talk
room.
about meditating.
Yeah.
and because that's a spiritual connection. The
Yeah.
mushrooms that opens your mind to a spiritual realm. You feel me? So that's why I tell people to, meditate, listen to like frequencies and shit like that. Sometimes it keeps your body aligned. It keeps, because when you like listening to drill music and trap music and shit every day, you already know that's the root chakra music. That's
Yeah.
the lowest vibrational
Yep.
shit. It keeps your
They
your
do
shit's
that on
all,
purpose.
Yeah, it fucks your whole chakra
the
system
point.
up. You feel me?
Puts you
So,
in a bad mood.
yeah,
angry.
try listening to classical for fucking 10 minutes.
And get
bro.
mad.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it won't work. It won't work. But it's definitely about aligning your chakras, because as you know, just like as above, so with and as within, so without. The
It all
energy you put
correlates,
out,
yeah.
you receive. You feel me? It all correlates. It's just you control everything in your fucking electromagnetic field, and it's up to you to determine how the fuck the life without you is gonna feel. You can turn your life into heaven, or you can keep it as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that shit from fucking mushrooms, and that shit that gave me, after that trip that I had, which was kind of like an ego death because I fucking cried for like the last 2
No,
hours
that's
of it.
good. That's what it's a detox. You detoxed all that out.
Yeah, bro, it was so worth it, bro. And
It's good to do that.
That shit
honestly.
catapulted me, bro.
Every like once a year, it's kind of
to go on a real trip.
yeah, I've been
once
like
a year at
looking
least.
into
Yep.
that more to just like purge.
Yes.
That's why people do the ayahuasca and shit.
Yep.
Like,
Exactly. That's one of my next things I want to do.
See, I'm not like. See, the thing is too. You gotta know when you're, cause like you have. It's like when your hard drive's too full. And
Yeah.
You got a big project and you need to work on something. Like you can't. You have to make space before
Right.
you do something so like to purge like that.
Correct, yeah.
You have to have everything aligned, or it's gonna go bad. Like that's why I don't really. I'm so busy. Like I need to have a time where I'm not like everything's slowed down it, and I want to do shrooms again. I haven't done it since I got like last year, so I've
Yeah.
been really like not like my case just ended, so I've been wanting to do them so bad. Now it's done, so
Yeah.
this summer, nice weather's coming up. I definitely want to go like with just a couple people or by myself and just do some shit
Yeah.
and really purge that shit out.
Oh yeah, hit me
Yeah,
up.
out to the
Hit me
moon.
up.
Yeah,
Cause I'm with it.
Because I would have studio sessions, give everyone a 0.5 pill.
Yeah.
Just like,
See how that shit goes.
You can take a little 2 grams, go to the lake and cook some steaks on those
Yeah.
grills or
You
something.
ain't gonna be able to eat the steak you give me 2 grams.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna be looking at that shit like it looks so delicious though. But I have no tongue.
I've taken 14 G's.
yeah. See, I've never went that deep. I know.
Yeah, you're
people-
bugging, Pat.
I know people who've done shit like that.
14?
14, man.
Yeah,
Jesus
I know people who.
Christ.
But the thing is,
That's
like,
crazy.
I've seen different things. Like, I've seen people who've done a lot like that, and they didn't come back for a while. Or like, it's such like if you're so busy, like it could change your whole trajectory of what you like. You could do so like say you did 14 grams, then you come back here like I'm shutting all this down.
No,
And it
exactly.
could change like it really could.
Holy
influence
shit.
that
I think I
deep.
had tripped so much though that like I was super like you gotta really evaluate your trip after from like, okay, this is the real world. Like, you know, I might have been at an Airbnb.
You're
which I was.
conscious, yeah.
So it was like, you know, there was nothing going on. So some of the things that might
Wasn't
have like
real.
changed the trajectory of what I'm thinking.
See, you have a strong conscience
Yeah.
where you know how to separate.
Because you can think about it from the outside looking in, but when you come back to reality, you have to realize what you were like. Now you're living in this world where the decisions you make actually are
Oh,
making
yeah.
a difference. So like, what the fuck can I really?
There's
react on?
consequences, yeah.
exactly. I
Facts.
was vibing though, bro. I listened to fucking Views through. It had just come out.
That's
I was,
crazy.
I was kicking it. It had just come out like the day before. I'm like, yo, this shit's fucking ill. Like at an Airbnb kicking it. Yeah, it was chilling.
That's a
Dope.
long trip.
So, yeah, I'm chilling.
How do
long
y'all heard about the big raid, the Fed raid at the fucking at No Jumper with Brick
Yeah,
Baby
with
and
Big
Big
U
U
and
and
all.
shit like that?
Yeah.
Now
checked in
you
with
know
Big
there's
U?
a lot of controversy about the podcast itself being like more the reason why these motherfuckers get caught up and shit like that.
Well,
Because you know they said the
Adam
same
warned
thing.
them.
You know they said the same thing about Vlad. You know they say the
Yeah,
same thing
yeah.
about him. Oh,
But
he's-
Adams warned people like you don't like he.
I agree. No, I agree.
It's a double sin because
It-
they're
it
already
is.
snitching
It's
in
a
their
double.
song, and then they
Use
want
the
to come in
bathroom.
to show off and back up the song or like.
I mean, I do believe some of the questions are still like a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Shit.
But
That's
you
where-
do.
but
But
that's
you
when
do
you
have
have-
freedom of not answering the
But
motherfucking
you
question.
have
You know
you
what I'm
have
saying?
someone who's not a street dude asking risky questions, so he's not really hip to like, yo, you should
But
be.
also, Adam's there for the drama, but Vlad, he be asking too much detailed questions. Like,
Yeah.
you want to hear how the night panned out. Like,
yeah.
But that's
that Waffle
this
House
is the
at
thing.
2
is-
a.m.
But that's because they're thirsty for that exclusive.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's
like
what
that
they want.
exclusive-
They-
oh,
Yeah, that's
he
cool.
never said that on anywhere but here. Like, so it goes down to history that he said that here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about.
Very true. I think it's a little fucked up because
Of course.
I feel like these motherfuckers is basically just spoon feeding the system just how they want it to be. You know
Well,
what I
if you
mean?
notice, a
Because
lot
just
of-
how they using motherfuckers raps.
A
Now
lot
they're
of-
using
I
podcast
was just gonna
interviews,
say,
bro. Like, come
everyone's
on,
going.
bro.
It's a trend. Like they're seeing the government sees new ways to lock people up. So
Correct.
they're gonna do it because think about it, years ago there was phone taps. That's
Correct.
It. Wasn't no social media shit.
people telling them
Phone taps
Yeah.
and phone taps and rats. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
The feds would have 99% of their convictions are because they have cooperating.
Why do you think
witnesses.
people think cops don't?
It's
do
not
anything?
because they did
'Cause they
fucking
don't
all
have
this
to.
crazy fucking this hard police work and all
Yeah,
this
that's what I'm saying.
investigating.
Cops
Like,
don't have to.
yeah, they don't got to do
anything
shit.
more.
No.
I've literally heard a cop say how easy we make it for them. Like how easy, like we literally.
Oh, I've heard it too. Plenty.
They'll tell you like you guys just post everything on fucking Instagram. Like
Yeah.
you know how many like bitches that are actually cops on Instagram with fake profiles and like all like
Facts.
they'll clone your phone. They'll do all types of shit.
Exactly.
They don't-
Exactly.
remain anonymous, but I was with somebody and he actually got pulled over and he didn't have a license. And the cop actually was like, yo, you were wearing that outfit in a video you posted the other day.
See, that's crazy. Because they have
Crazy.
They have jobs where they're sitting at a desk and they have
That's
to,
their only
like,
shit.
yeah they
I had the
have to
confirmation.
leave.
I had the confirmation from that when the feds came and picked me up, because they started talking about how like they was asking me like when I did my PSI, you know, they ask you about your life, things you've been through, shit like that. And I'm telling them about how the Christmas toy giveaways and things I've done for the community, shit like that. And they're confirming it because of my social media.
Same. I just did this.
They're confirming it.
That's
They're
what
like,
they did. My
so if
lawyer
I was
just did
lying,
that
they would
to
have been
me.
like, nah, you're lying, motherfucker. Like, you know what I
think
mean?
that's why my case got dropped because they saw who I don't lie about shit. Like you know what I mean. I really told them like what's what. Like I work all the time. I have 7 different jobs. Like I have my taxes to prove it. Like
Yep.
this, that, and the third. And just
I want to
they
make
knew
I want to
that
make it be
background.
known and clear that on this podcast, I don't give a fuck who I'm interviewing. I don't give a fuck if you're a big meat. I don't give a fuck if you're, even if I was in it doesn't matter how big, ex drug dealer, kingpin, whatever you are. I'm not about to interview you about your open case I'm not about to interview you about asking about nothing, no criminal fucking activity that I heard you're involved in. I'm not about to ask you about that.
It's
on
just
this
looking
fucking,
for.
you know what I'm saying?
It's just
I don't
making
care
things
how much
uncomfortable.
traction it gets me. I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck if
no.
it's gonna have people commenting under my
I'd
shit.
rather have people comfortable than.
Yeah, talk about the good. We only
Yeah.
talking about the positive shit in
Smart.
your life, your growth and development. We're talking some bad shit. You can talk about past. You can talk about a case that's been closed already.
Yeah,
You
that's
already
what
done
I'm
your
saying.
time.
Yeah.
Cool. We could talk about our past.
Like, ask them.
But nigga, we not talking about nigga you squabbling on the block with this nigga the other day and you like.
Dude, a lot of
we
people
not
don't
doing
even
that.
know,
Like
the whole last year, like there's certain people I had to tell because they do stupid shit around me, but people didn't know I was on a $10,000 bail,
Right.
walking around, some of the shit I dealt with last year could have put me in jail because I was helping other people.
right.
Still.
Yep.
When I shouldn't have been. In
Right, while you out
certain
on bail
rooms.
could get that shit
Yeah,
revoked and
this-
everything.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Yep.
I never talked about my case once since this is probably this is the first time I've ever talked about it like this.
Look at that, nigga. See?
You know what I'm saying?
See?
Like,
you still be
it's
positive
honestly-
and you still first time
It's
you
something
talked
you
about
don't
it.
want to even
Motherfucker.
something to be proud of. I'll tell you that right now. I'm just lucky. Like, you know what I mean? I had the right people looking out for me, so just stayed true to
That
myself.
means you're a good person.
Yeah.
That means you got a
Paid
genuine
off,
heart.
But
'cause-
like you only get that ticket once. Like
Yep.
next time you might not be so lucky. So like I had a whole
It's
like
the same way I
I'm going
felt.
through the whole process, like the changing process. Like I'm not fucking around with shit no more. Like I
Yeah.
haven't. It was a wake up call for me. Like I'm good. I rather.
Dead ass.
Fucking do
A minor
DoorDash.
couldn't even get me to buy him a bottle of or a pack of cigarettes at the store
no,
right now.
never, no.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that shit.
Good, bro.
That's a conspiracy.
Yeah, like you know.
Everything's a conspiracy to me because that's what I got locked up for. And I'm like, I really went and did 2
Which is
years in
one
the
of the
feds for making phone calls. Like,
Conspiracy is one of the craziest, like, fucking. There's so many gray areas and stuff. Like
that's why they made it like
a
that.
lot of people.
Pun
probably-
intended, bitch, gray
A lot of
area.
people in jail for like shit where like it wasn't even done in the intent to like cause any
Yep.
like breaking any laws or anything.
Yeah, they were just in the mix somehow,
Yeah.
some way, and they fucked. And you know, they usually use those people who are not really in the mix that much. Like, say that random person who's
To
like
snitch on other people.
mainly a female,
Yeah, yeah.
or a fucking or a fucking preppy kid or some shit like that who might have just bought a bag of dope from somebody
Yeah,
one day.
like that.
Oh, we know he's gonna fucking tell. He doesn't give. You know what I'm saying? So and they end up having these fucking informants. Oh, now we want you to keep buying drugs from this guy. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna give you the money.
Yeah, that's why I felt
You know what I'm saying?
Like even when I got out, I felt like people were trying to set me up. Cause like the weird, like things that never happened before, like the questions or like the randoms that come around was just like, and I just felt something in my gut, like this is a test.
Yeah.
They're trying to see if I'm doing this or doing that. So I just dropped everything. I'm like, I'm not doing nothing.
Nah,
if it ain't
facts.
music, I ain't doing it.
Yep. Totally
It's
with
not
you, bro.
worth it, dude. Especially when you hit that age, like to be honest, like it always comes to an end. I don't know anybody who's like, and if you're doing anything still after you already get in trouble, it's very minimal. Like
Big
you're not,
facts.
you can't ever go back to, because there's always gonna be that light on you. Like someone's always gonna be watching, because they wait for you to slip up. Once you slip up, boom.
Who's your goat?
Who's my goat? I don't really have one, to be honest, because I'm like, I can't. I would like I was so like like musically, right?
Yep.
So like I came off of such a mix growing up that it was between R&B and rap and hip hop.
Okay. Give me your goat in each genre.
Okay, I have to say Usher for R&B because
Okay.
that time period, he was the first concert I ever went to, and like I was in awe when I went. That was my first concert. I'd never been in a room with that many women
Yeah.
at such a young. I was like 8 years old, and I was just like, I wasn't even watching Usher. I was like, there's so many girls there. And then eventually, like, yeah, I'm watching the show, and he's doing, he's singing and dancing. He has Haley's on. Remember those?
Yeah, I remember those.
He's
Yep.
fucking
Sliding across the
spinning
stage and shit.
chain. He's doing all this shit, and like just like the vocal range and like just the smoothness, and like I love women, so like that was like that. And then for the rap
Right.
shit, it was basically I kind of gotta say two.
Okay.
So I would say Biggie
Yep.
and then Ludacris.
Damn, that's the
Because
difference. That's
Ludacris was like
yo, mad people. He's underrated as fuck, and he's
Ludacris
definitely.
was the first person I ever like listened to where he was like he was saying words that rhymed, but it made sense, and there was so many repeated like the rhyme pattern just
Syllables.
kept going and like all his songs are almost radio hits and
Facts.
the fast flow and just like he didn't miss a beat. He never like he could rap on
Nah,
anything.
he could.
He like he's super underrated. And then of course Biggie's Biggie. Like that's the whole like I feel like that's like
Yeah, he doesn't even need to be
between
explained.
yeah. So it's like
Biggie's definitely. How about you?
Are we doing R&B and then rap?
You can if you just got one, you can just choose one.
For R&B, like I'm not even gonna say. I'm gonna just say Michael Jackson, even though Michael Jackson more pop.
Okay.
I'll say MJ, and for like actually Chris Brown, MJ and Chris Brown.
That is my shit. That is my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll definitely say MJ and Chris Brown. Only reason because Chris Brown now, even though he doesn't like comparing himself to Michael Jackson, you would never right now in this generation. I don't care. You would never
get nothing close.
You would
other
not
than him.
get nobody closer than.
I'd say vocally
like,
The Weeknd.
But Chris
Close to
Brown,
Chris Brown.
it's probably.
I mean Michael Jackson.
The thing is with Chris,
vocally, yeah,
T-Pain,
vocally.
bro. We're not gonna talk about T-Pain.
No, we're talking about just
T-Pain
all
got
over
voice.
because Michael.
He does
Problem with Michael.
He's a
Michael.
songwriter. T-Pain's a real songwriter, bro.
I'm not
He is.
talking about singing wise. I'm just
But
talking
he
about
still
just.
ain't- I feel like
it's like-
T-Pain is another one.
So underrated.
See, that's why I
Yeah,
like
bro.
that y'all was the ones that asked this question as the lyricists that y'all are. Y'all not regular like I said, y'all not trendy rappers.
Bro, I
You know what
kid
I'm
you
saying?
not.
Everybody's original. So T-Pain, I brag about him. We just talking about him the other
T-Pain's
day.
fire.
You know what I'm saying?
The reason
But
why
Chris Brown is the GOAT to me.
Hold on. The reason
Like-
why I like said Chris Brown is because you got to look at with music, people are gonna it's longevity. Like
Yeah.
it's the thing is like the timeless music. Chris Brown to this day, Chris Brown came out when my sister was like probably like 15, 16 or like 13 listening to his music. Like Chris Brown's been out for a minute.
Yep.
But the thing is, now he still got people. His concert's still packed out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, like
He can
Same
pack a
women.
stadium.
problem. You post right now. You with Chris Brown. I guarantee you, 100 bitches
Bro,
gonna.
you seen the ticket prices?
Bro, yeah, like,
I've never seen 4 tickets $1,000.
bro. I kid you not. Let you tell people Chris Brown here. You gonna watch how quick people gonna be like, I'm here.
Oh, yeah,
bitches
facts,
bitches
facts.
gonna be falling everything.
No
Like
problem.
But the thing is with Michael had grown men and women crying. That's the
Fainting
thing.
and shit.
That
The
was
thing
global.
is,
It was global.
Yeah,
like
that was
the thing is like
global.
Michael's
Yeah, well,
he's
dude,
not.
He was a kid doing.
But
it.
let's not get it twisted. Like Chris Brown wouldn't be just as big as Michael Jackson if that Rihanna shit didn't happen.
no.
Yeah, I definitely do.
I think he would be. I think he would have gotten bigger than Mike would have.
I don't
than-
think just as
than-
big because you remember.
I think he
that
would've got
video
bigger.
Of him at the hotel in Europe, and as soon as he opens the shades, they start screaming.
Yeah,
and I
then he
think-
closes it and they
Nope.
stop, and then he opens.
I do. I know. I remember that. But I feel like Chris Brown would have got that big if without that Rihanna shit. I feel like he was the only one with the potential to do it. Cause everything
Overseas, Chris Brown
this
had
nigga
to be
could
overseas.
sing, this nigga could rap, this nigga could dance, this nigga does art,
triple
this
threat,
nigga
yeah.
That
he's
nigga
a
got it all.
quadruple fucking like
Yeah.
this nigga does everything and he does it great.
Like the thing is,
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is with Chris Brown, I kid you not. There's only a few people in the industry. If you put on your track, it's a certified hit. There's only like a couple people in the industry right now.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter who you are. You know 4 people. You know if you're gonna put on your track that this shit gonna skyrocket. And the 4 people you know is Lil Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
Drake. You throw Chris Brown on your record,
Kanye.
Yep.
and I kid you not. This might sound crazy. Future. You put
Yeah, that
you
doesn't
put-
sound crazy.
Like,
If niggas
now,
don't
like-
know that, then they
like, bro, Future. I'm Future on the record now. Even though I don't bump Future heavy.
Yeah.
But I hear his name. I hear more people talk about
He's
Future.
still relevant. He's
Like
not-
Future's still relevant.
He's
and the
a-
thing is,
he's
like,
heavy branded,
he's
bro.
fire. Like Drake. Everybody know you get a Drake feature. You can eat off a Drake feature for a
the
minute.
rest of your life.
Facts.
Like, cause that's Drake.
Yeah,
But
facts.
like, there's certain like when it comes to hip hop, you got certain people that you know that will boost your numbers, and Lil Wayne's up there as well. Like,
Absolutely.
that piggybacks onto like with rap. If I had to say my,
That's
like,
what I was gonna say for my 2. That's why it's funny when it got to me. That was my 2. Lil Wayne for rap, and Chris Breezy for the fucking for R&B. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. So those are my who I said was my goats, but like Lil Wayne's like my biggest influence.
Yeah.
With like me making music,
Right.
as a listener.
I'm gonna have you.
Those were my, but as making music, because I'm a melodic rapper.
Yeah.
I'm a singer. I use a lot.
Wayne
of
changed
You
rap.
know what I'm saying? Wayne definitely huge fucking influence.
For me, wise for rap, I'm more into the old Hot Boy Wayne. I like the Hot Boy Wayne.
Fire,
Where
man.
like That Wayne, I fuck with more because a lot of people sleep on when Wayne first came out when he was a Hot Boys. That's when he had like to me.
He had some fucking heat back in the day.
To be honest,
yeah,
He was so
like
hungry.
he was hungrier than he was for the Carter.
I was born in 1999, but the thing is, Back That Ass Up came at that time. But at the same time, like my family come from the South, so like my brother, he always would play like Lil Wayne out throughout the house, like the whole Hot Boys and shit.
Yeah.
And like even as I started, when I got older and I started like listening to these songs, listening to all the music, like a lot of my like you know artists that they would listen to, I started getting hip to at a younger age. So me being like 9, 10 years old, I'm riding with my sister listening to me like Lil Wayne in the car, 3P. Fucking next thing you know, like me personally, my go-to of course is Biggie, but besides Biggie, it would either be between Jadakiss or Prodigy. And the only reason why I have to choose them two is because Jada, he out of anybody from his generation, he just still lingers. He's still out here.
Yeah.
Prodigy, I fuck with Prodigy heavy only because like the Mobb Deep sound is like, I feel like the underground grimy like shit that that shit is still like, you don't hear those type of beats. And like that's why I fuck with the Alchemist heavy because like his style.
Alchemist is unfucking.
Him and Static.
Yeah,
bro,
unfuckwittable, bro.
And
same thing. If you get a song with them,
man.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: a lot of people don't understand how big that style underground boom bap is big. You like, over here people might not. You go to fucking Europe, Mobb Deep is packing out.
They're like 10 years
I
behind.
was just talking to someone, but you could have no fans in America and sell out a tour in Europe.
For real.
No problem working 6 months.
Bro.
That's how 6
Absolutely.
got put on.
Nobody.
Russia, he blew up.
Oh, Russia.
I kid you not. No one knows how big you go across seas. How big they're still catching up to rap to this day.
They
like
use a lot of it to learn English too. That's why.
I kid you not.
Now they doing it. Now they rapping. You see the UK
crazy.
rappers and
Crazy.
shit. Yep.
Like I would definitely say Prodigy, but I'll just throw this last one in Stack Bundles. I fuck with Stack Bundles or Max B heavy.
Nigga brought me back.
Like I like.
He's really
Yo,
old head,
Stack
bro. He's
was
old.
the
Yeah,
fucking.
he's like the youngest old head.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
I'm
Yo,
an encyclopedia,
Stack
bro.
Like, bro,
R.I.P. to Stack.
Like, a lot of
that
people don't
nigga
talk about-
had me selling all the drugs. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga had me
Stack
out here
Bundles
wilding, son. I was on gorilla mode when that nigga came out.
Bro, I kid you not, like Stack, I bump a lot of like, Stacks and Chinks, like the whole like, Coke Boys and like
That was
Hey,
an era.
Stacks,
The
Chinks,
thing
and I ain't
is-
gonna lie, Jeezy
Dipset.
too. He had me out here bugging. Jeezy had me out here bugging.
bro, a lot of my style and fashion comes from like the whole Dipset and like Jewels and like how they used to like dress because to be honest, I feel like you won't get nobody flyer than them niggas at that time, bro.
Absolutely not.
Like it don't like I don't care who,
I was on that shit too, bro. I even had the fake earrings and shit. I used to
Bro,
get the big ass,
everybody.
fake ass. That's why that's why I don't have earrings on now. You see this hole right here is like
Yeah.
a slit now from wearing them big ass fake fucking
Way
goddamn
down,
stones,
yeah,
trying to look
yeah.
like Cameron and shit with the pink t-shirts and shit.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
The guy used
A
to-
long tee one?
yeah, bro. I used to get all kinds of fake jewelry and shit made, bro.
A
Like
mall.
literally all the time, bro.
Like
Oh,
RP Stack Bundles, RP Stacks, RP Chinks, like those two.
Facts.
I like Chinks was taken too soon, but definitely like Stacks is like I fuck with like the whole wavy era. I said it on my last podcast about Stack Bundles and Max B, like how I really fuck with like that, especially Max B. People don't understand. He's just another one that's just like there's a lot of artists to name, but like those are like if I had to say like on my artists that I really like, fuck with and listen to heavy. Jadakiss, Prodigy, Stack, Max, all that.
yeah, you want some? That's some shit. That's the vibe. How about you?
Shit, my style more like in the not current generation, but the 2010s. Like my influences are J. Cole, Big Sean, Meek Mill. Before the Diddy.
Great taste.
Before the
He said before the Diddy.
Because like with Meek, I felt like every song he made, he just sounded hungry.
Yeah.
With
Yes.
Cole, whatever he was saying, you can envision it. With Big Sean, he had bangers, club bangers. He had other bangers that are more sentimental. Like
Yeah.
all three of them, I kind of not really took from them, but they definitely influenced me to try to put it all together and make it my own style and put my own pizzazz on. Like you said, I sound like me.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
don't
doing a
sound
good
like you,
job,
and that's the
know
same.
what I'm
You're doing a
saying?
good job. I'm about to
Doing a
say
good job.
because I can't hear none of them in your flow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
some people might say, "Oh,
Word.
you sound like a younger Cole," and then this one, I'd be like, "Shit, I appreciate it."
All right, that's
You
a
know what I'm
compliment and a
saying? I
half.
fuck
Nigga,
with it.
word.
Yeah, that's J. Cole, bro. It's like one of the best lyricists.
And I've got that too, even though I don't like to say that I have like much influence on my lyricism as well, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty like you really never know what you're gonna get from me. Like if you just go to my my songs online and listen to just 5 of them, you'll be like, none of these songs sound the same. Like none
Nah,
of them.
definitely same.
The flows of the cadences, everything's different. It's a whole different topic, style, delivery. You know what I mean? Like, what is this nigga doing? Like, what are we getting from him this next? You'll never have that. Oh, I know what Fat sounds like, so I know what to expect on this next
it's
joint
not
he's dropping.
predictable.
It's always gonna be out
always
the box.
unpredictable as fuck.
Out the
You'll
box.
catch me doing a boom bap shit, then you'll catch me harmonizing. You'll be like, this
That's
nigga can
good,
sing.
Yeah, evolving, bro. Being diverse and shit. Like,
Yeah.
That's the best thing to do.
Exactly.
Best thing to do.
I'm like a chameleon, no bullshit.
I like
You
doing the
put
opposite of what people think.
exactly.
So like, for instance,
Show them some shit they never seen.
When the Jersey drill shit was heavy, like
Yeah.
last year or whatever, I dropped the whole tape and I sang on it.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, the complete.
I gotta
opposite.
get in tune with your catalog, bro, because you say you got a lot. You say you got a shit
Yeah,
ton of
shit
stuff
is
out.
crazy, bro.
Personally,
Crazy.
Where can, tell everybody where we can find you at. So
anywhere,
that
Nico Hustle on everything.
Nico
Anywhere.
Hustle.
Yep. Just
Nico Hustle on
NICO
everything.
Hustle. My two like most projects I'm proud of is the most recent one is my Smooth Criminal album.
okay.
Smooth Criminal, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But that's a whole like, and it's actually trippy. Like the cover is like a trip. We were talking about shrooms. It's
Yep.
like very colorful because like I was
Oh,
doing shrooms. It was like a breakthrough. 'Cause
That
after I got
project's
locked
fire.
up-
Oh, that's the one that you did on shrooms. Is that the one?
Some of them.
Okay.
Of them, but it was like when I got out of jail, I dropped that tape, and it was like a whole breakthrough through like me just figuring shit out. But I sang on it with a couple people, and most of them are me. But that album is crazy. Like the samples, everything is super fire.
We're all on that project, right?
Yeah, we're all on that
Yeah.
project. And then my favorite album I have is called DTA, Don't Trust Anybody.
Okay.
It's more like
I'm gonna start with that one because you said it's your favorite.
It's kind of like if I had to compare, because I do like Cypher, I sound like myself.
Yeah.
But I do like to get in certain bags and see if I can do it.
Same.
It's kind of like a
That
trippy
shit's
red,
fun.
trippy red vibe, like rage, like kind of like
Yeah.
not like yelling, screaming, but like turned up, like those more Galaxy sound, the video game sounding beats. Like
Yeah.
you'll hear it. It's really fire. Like that's one of my favorites. Like I could perform that whole album with no problem. Like
Dope.
yeah.
One thing I want to offer to you guys too, fucking link with me after this online or something, and I'll send y'all the information for the website that I go through for the placement songs and shit for the
Yeah,
TV shows
yeah,
and,
fire.
and shit like
Yeah,
that.
that and the
Because one
chair
thing I'm
shit,
not
I'm
is
really
a,
down
what,
for.
yeah, one thing I'm not is I'm not a gatekeeper.
Yeah, same. We don't.
I've never been, and anybody who knows me and how long I've been doing this music shit, I've never hid no plugs, no connections, no producers, no engineers, no fucking. My nigga, if you want to,
There's
I
enough
got
for everybody,
Benzino's
yeah.
information. You know, that's the, I met him here. He came for a studio
That's
session
dope.
with somebody else,
that's
and I
fine.
just randomly had seen him in my place of business. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I fucking dapped him up. We caught a vibe. We did business. You
Bro,
know what I mean? We
I've
did
done
work
it all,
together.
too. Like,
So-
bro, like another thing, too, like I'm not trying. I really don't talk about this. Yeah, I used to serve Juice WRLD
Oh, for
when he
real?
came to Boston.
Yeah.
we were serving him. and
You
shit,
should have
like,
took more advantage of that, man.
I was so busy. I was letting my people go meet him.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
do, like,
shit.
do the meet and greet, and because I was so busy in the background doing
Yeah.
everything that like I missed that opportunity. But I'm just
Nah.
glad my people got to meet them and shit. Like,
Yeah, no, I feel
Ski
you.
Mask and
I've
all
been there
them.
before. I would not like serving like back in the day. I used to sell weed to like when Jada and them used to
Yeah.
come out here, shit like that.
I met
like
Jada
so,
at-
you know what I mean?
Because I used to do the fucking.
And I didn't get to meet niggas because I let my homies like
Exactly.
like I let my
Sometimes
homies.
you can't like.
Yeah.
But I used to do the bud events. Like,
Oh, you did?
The event, like when they first started coming
Yeah.
around, and fucking like where they would bring out Millies and bring out Jadakiss, and I actually had Jada. I had some sour,
For real.
and he was going around the
You
table.
already
Some
know
of
that
my
sour. He
favorites.
not like that sour diesel, bro.
But like the thing is,
For real.
my boy, the dude running it, who put
It's
me
my
on,
favorite.
He's like Jada, he
Yo,
got the
pause.
sour. He goes,
That's
is it
how
the
Jada
real
gets me
sour?
talking.
It comes over and like I'm like sweating. I'm like, oh my god, Jada. This is like he made sour famous, bro. Him and Styles P, like they
Big
made
facts.
that like
That's
the haze
sour.
and the sour, like that's some New York shit. So like I'm like, dude, I hope this.
You can only find that shit in
because
New
this
York.
could make or break you if you have some bunk ass bud. So I'm like, he takes it, he smells it, he goes, he looks at me, goes, I give it a 7 out of 10. I was like.
That's
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's good.
Like it was like one of the best compliments ever. And then he was just like happy. Like the rest of the time we smoked. Like everyone's like ciphering in a circle. Like really dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was just a cool experience. Like that's like sometimes when you're in the streets, it brings cool ass moments.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But you know,
Jada's
mostly bullshit.
Jada's one of them dudes.
Facts.
But there's those moments where you get brought into the right room just because you're that guy. So it's like
Exactly, and that's the thing.
It's
That's
cool.
why I've always tried to put myself in positions to be put in the right room. It's not about like I don't need to be the best rapper or the most popular rapper or nothing like that. For me, just put me in the right room with the right people because we're like-minded
Exactly.
individuals. We rub elbows together. We can do something together.
That's the thing too.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't got to do fucking a song together.
Nah.
We can do something.
I just want to
together.
show
You
people
feel
what
me?
I could bring to the table.
Correct.
Literally, like I'll never show up empty-handed. I'll never, like I'm not coming.
You ain't
here
looking for no
take.
handouts. Exactly.
Like,
You
I
ain't-
wanna
you want to
share
add
network.
on. You want to you want to add on to the shit. You
Because
feel
I
me?
know my worth. I know what I do, and like I could be. I'm a team player, bro.
Right.
Like my whole mentality, even with my collective. Now, I'm like a coach. Like I really
Facts.
do like, and like I lead by example. Because like he said, I've been doing music over 10 years. Like I was in a rap group coming up. Like we used to open up at the Middle East. I opened up for like. At the Middle East back in the day when they used to really bring people out there that were really big names were coming
Yeah.
up. Like
I remember them days.
at the age
The Middle East had somebody pop up like a famous person like every
Yeah.
week or two. Like no
100.
bullshit. It was like a regular thing.
That's when pay to play was acceptable. Like we used to pay, but it was worth it. You used to get your tickets. You used to
Yep.
get so. And I did probably like 8 shows there. Every show I ever did was sold out, and it was for people I looked up to. So I felt like I was already did it. Like I got to open up for my favorite rappers. Like, and I never thought like at such a low where I was so low on the totem pole. But I paid this money. I invested. I did the work. I'm opening up for Lloyd Banks. I'm opening up for Slaughterhouse. I'm opening up
Yeah.
for Joe Budden. I'm opening up for all these like Cam Meekins, fucking all these upcoming Ari the Rugged Man. Like the
Yeah.
list goes on, and like there were sold out shows. So like I get
Fire,
off
bro.
that
So
stage.
you've been on some big stages now.
I get off that stage and people would come up to me, and that's when I knew I had something. Is when people accepted me, because like again, I'm white, I'm fucking rapping up here
Yeah.
with a bunch of people. Like they don't know me, they don't know like where I come from, what I do, what. So like to have that recognition when you get off stage from your peers and from people like you know what I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like okay, you got something here, you could really do it. You ain't just a guest, you're bringing something to the table. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Okay.
And ever since then, I just brought my experiences, my mentality to them.
As you should. Each one teach
And like
one.
I said, I don't force them not to do nothing. I tell them like what I did and how it worked out in my experience.
Yeah. You can
Take
stop
it
them
and
from
use
you
it
can
as-
stop them from hitting a bunch of brick walls that they could dodge and they could
100%,
like
bro, 'cause
and that's
I've
that's
done
what
it.
I used to teach
Like,
you try to do.
You know all the pay to play hustles that were around here for music.
Absolutely. Facts.
What was the one that had Wiz Khalifa on it all the time? His picture.
I don't know that one.
Coast to Coast.
Oh yeah, coast to coast.
They're
Facts.
all money
Facts.
play, they're all
Oh
pyramid
yep.
schemes. So
Coast
you
to
know how
coast
many
was
are-
heavy on your back, sending you
Bro.
to flooding your email talking about we got an event for you coming up on
I bet
Tuesday.
it,
bro.
Like,
Like,
Listen, I, when you're a
I
hustler,
did it. I
you-
paid coast to coast.
But listen-
Reverb Nation fucking used to do the same shit. They used to
Yep.
send me all that shit.
But when you're a hustler, you sometimes see the scheme right off rip.
Yeah.
And I knew, but I told my boys like, don't do it. It's a scheme. There, I read the application. I read the setup. It's a scheme, bro.
Yep.
Didn't want to listen. We went to the show. They did it. Even one of my boys won. You win. You basically fly to another place to do the same local shit that you just did at home.
Yep.
And it's just and there's people who hit me up and they almost signed up. I was like, listen to me. Go on Reddit right now because you're not gonna believe me. Do your research and watch. And I stopped a couple people from doing
Yeah, you
it,
did.
but
I remember that.
like I know people who got scammed tons of money, dude. and
Damn, bro.
Sometimes they didn't recover. They don't even
Yeah.
make music no more because they were just like
And
so
I've even
discouraged,
gotten into like where
discouraged
I've
about
invested
it.
into some shit like that when I was up
It
in
sucks.
back when datpiff.com was popping and shit like
I
that.
had
yeah.
my first tape on there.
Yeah, me too. My first tape
Yep.
was on thatpiff.com and
Before
like,
fucking SoundCloud.
those things, those scams and schemes were coming so consistently
and
back
right.
then, bro. I've lost thousands on those
Yeah,
shits.
it sucks.
And that's why I'm so strict and stern
And that
about
can
doing
make it
everything
break
so
you.
organic now. It can.
When you're
a lot of
beginning.
times I was discouraged, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? If the money wasn't coming in fast for me to be able to lose 1,000 here,
Exactly.
500 here, then I would have been discouraged and probably gave up
That
a
could
long
put
time
you
ago.
back for
Yeah.
Wow,
Definitely
but-
set you back.
And student prices were different back in the day
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
One last controversial question before we get up out of here. How do y'all feel right now about where the economy's going with the way the politics are and with the new president and shit like that? Y'all comfortable with the way things are about to go?
I stay away from politics as much as possible. I've never voted, but the only thing I could say, which I mean, I'm not really helping anything by just saying it, but like financial like equality is a big I wish that was real, could be real. I just never see that happening. Like I never see I don't really see like all the rich giving to the poor to make shit even. Like you know what I mean, or giving people a chance. Like I think it would be beautiful if everyone got, because it's tough to live right now. It doesn't
very
matter if
tough
you
to
have
live
one
right
job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Like there's not. Like there's enough to go around, but there's not at the same time because not everyone has the opportunity to get it. So some people just need that little lift. So I think a lot of other things would go down, like crime and fucking depression and mental health would be better. And just because like when people are struggling, that's when they sometimes would make a move or a choice that they wouldn't do if they weren't.
Right.
Like if people have equal opportunity, I think a lot of shit would clean itself up.
I do too. I
You know what I mean?
totally
A lot
fucking
of people
agree.
wouldn't have to
And I
do
think that's
things.
why. I think that's why personally I like where things are going now
Yeah.
because I feel like we finally are in a position where motherfuckers are starting to be held accountable, and a lot of stuff's coming out about how we've been getting played behind closed doors a
And
long
that's
time.
the thing. Social media
And-
is so crazy; they can't hide as much as they used
Right,
to.
they can't hide as much.
So-
They can still twist the fuck
Oh,
out of a
100%
story.
fake news.
I tell you
Fake
that.
news the shit
You know what I
out
mean?
of
Because like
everything,
all the trouble they go through trying to make motherfuckers hate Donald Trump and make it sound like the choices he's making are stupid. And I realized after doing research and shit that a lot of these people don't really know what they're talking about. They're just going based off opinion in the news. You know, they haven't read
Well,
any of the
people are paid
fucking
to bash each
executive
other.
orders that he signed. They haven't. There's hundreds. It's like 118 of them right now.
Yeah.
And I can't, like, the people that I go back and forth with debating about it, they can't even tell me one that
that's-
they've read.
That's why I don't.
Where
get
as
into
soon
it.
as he started signing shit, I'm reading the PDF, nigga. Like, you feel me? I'm like, oh shit, he's doing this, he's doing that, and I feel like as long as he doesn't have as much, because you see he's trying to do shit, and you know you got federal judges stopping him in his tracks and shit like that. If we have more judges and things like that who are gonna be realistic about things and let him do what he's supposed to be doing, I feel like the way that we're living right now, the rent will be a lot cheaper. The fucking food will be a lot. Come on, you got Robert F. Kennedy running the food administration and shit, and he's like trying to take all the poison and pesticides
Yeah, they
and
just
shit out of the
took
food.
the red dye out.
Yeah, you feel me?
That's awesome.
That would not happen under anybody else. Think about it. It's never. And everybody tries to make it seem like we're supposed to hate this dude who's been fucking lit as fuck for all these. Especially they try to make blacks hate him. I don't know why.
Yeah.
This nigga's been cool with the black community since the fucking
just-
early
it's a
90s.
cop-out.
This nigga sent his private jet to go get Nelson Mandela. You'll never tell me he's racist.
Yeah.
When the United States government didn't want to go get my man Nelson Mandela from Africa, this one white guy out of the millions of rich white people here, he sent his fucking private jet to go get this man. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's just the beginning. I can go down a plethora of fucking things that he's done for black.
it's the shit they
for
don't
not only
talk
the
about,
black
'cause it's
community,
not-
but black people.
It's not going to bring in the
you know what I'm saying?
same views as the hatred and the
It's not. It's-
negativity brings in.
Nope.
Once they can fix that, make the positive shit as popping as the negative shit. Then.
Absolutely. I feel like we're going in a good place though, and I just feel like people should start focusing more on politics, honestly, because they have control of our lives more than we fucking want them to, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I just
and the
always
only
felt
reason
like
they
it-
have it is because they teach us to not be interested in it.
I just
You know
always
what I'm
felt
saying?
like an ant. Like it's
Same.
so big.
That's how I felt my whole life, and I still do. I still feel like
Because
an ant.
like, think about it. When no one, like sometimes people around you don't even listen to you. What is your?
Nah, they won't.
Like I feel like my voice isn't heard when it's
Nah,
just a
and
piece of
it
paper.
never will be, but it will give you an easier way to
And the whole
navigate,
voting
you know
thing,
what
I
I'm
just
saying?
feel like it's never on. Like you heard
It's never.
stories about it, people.
I feel like it's the
cheating,
only way that
using
facts.
dead people's fucking info
Absolutely,
to vote,
and
like,
and I feel like this was the only time it was done right because look how many people didn't want him to win,
yeah,
bro. Even the gay community voted for this man.
yeah. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like it got to say something when the person that everybody wanted to lose still won.
I don't know too much.
They had bitches twerking for the Democratic. You know what I mean? Like look at what
It's
they
a
was trying
ploy,
to do.
yeah,
Like y'all
like-
trying to manipulate.
I just feel like I don't know enough, but the one thing I'd say is like it's like it's so easy to like they pay to shit on each other. They make ads. They make
Yeah.
like they're not gonna talk about all the fucking like you said. You read the
PDFs.
PDFs
yeah.
and shit. Like people aren't doing that.
Not at all.
They're just going off of what like some people's political views, not even their own.
You know what it is? You know what I think got me more into politics now that we're reflecting on it and I'm realizing how much I hated politics growing up and I didn't vote and I wasn't in, you know what I'm saying? What got me into politics is when my salary changed. When I became a businessman, and I had to start filing taxes and doing things like that, and I started having to learn more about finances and the fucking, Roth IRAs and investment accounts, shit like that I needed. That shit kind of like ties into politics hand in hand. You feel me? With the stock market, shit like that. That shit all ties in. So I
That's
think
why they're all rich.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
know-
that's,
yeah.
and I want to be rich too. So I'm like, oh fuck. I think that's what really got me. Now you just like kind of triggered me to think like, what the fuck made me even care about politics so much? That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's definitely what it was. All right, cool. Yeah, we
Yo.
about to wrap up anyway, but that would have been cool if we was right on time now.
Right? Almost.
But fucking they know where to find you at now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Nico Hustle on everything. Tell them where to find you.
Maury Jones.
On what? On everything? Same thing?
Yeah, CAMARIE Jones.
Bet that. Site,
Man,
put them on.
Cyph, GTTB on everything. CYPH, GTTB. That's on all platforms, everywhere, bro. We not trying to stay, local. We trying to expand and be global.
Yeah,
bro,
travel,
real
like-
shit.
100.
Doing everything.
Anything they should be looking for to come out?
We got a group album coming out that we working on right now. I'm
Yeah.
working on another album. You got
Yeah.
anything?
So I got a group album coming out, and y'all got solo projects coming out back
Yeah.
behind that.
Yeah,
Fire.
we working.
We got shows
Gotta
coming
work,
up.
bro.
Yeah, a lot of shows. we're
Mad
doing.
shows.
Oh, for real?
You about to be at Hampton Beach.
Start sending me the. I don't. Y'all don't see me nowhere because I don't like crowds. I don't be
Yeah,
outside like
facts.
that. But definitely start sending me these shits because me doing what I'm doing here too, on top of like trying to get people to speak about what they do and expose their craft and shit. I got to start putting myself out there and put myself
Yeah.
around a lot more.
Yeah, that's
artists
why
and
we
shit
go to
like
other
that, you know what
shows
I'm
too,
saying?
like,
Yeah.
cause we throw a lot of shows, so it used to be like hard to go to other people's shit, cause either we have a show that night or the next night. But
Yeah.
what we did is we're doing less of our own shows and now going to other platforms shit and showing
Good shit, yeah.
and
You'll get more
support.
notoriety
Yeah,
too.
we
'cause
are,
now y'all be
'cause
getting other people's.
We're getting
fans and-
booked a lot more now
Yeah.
too, because people see the energy we bring too, and like we don't,
Facts.
because
The
like
energy's fire too. I don't know. Was
Thank
you
you.
there? I thought was you there?
yeah, I was
thought?
actually
He was
helping do
security.
the door.
Oh, you
that
was?
night. Yeah,
Okay, 'cause
I do it all.
Yeah, because honestly,
shout out
I think
Eddie.
y'all was like
Yeah.
second runner up or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No bullshit. Because
Yeah.
I was like, yo, y'all fucking snap. I think the only was the
The lyrics we rap
lyrics
over, like,
over the-
so
Yup.
that's something we do on not like they'll do just the beat sometimes. Me and D Block we sing.
Yeah.
And like I'm not a good singer without my
yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Over the
I know
shit,
how
bro.
to manipulate my
But see,
auto
that's why. That's why.
But I sound the way I
I
sound
perform
good.
with my music too. If it's that kind of show where everybody's doing it,
Yeah.
If it was a contest, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like when I
Yeah.
did the versus battle, 16 songs.
Yeah.
I'm not doing 16 songs.
But that's why I know
Without
who-
that.
Yeah,
I'm
no-
not
no
equipped.
bad-
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Athletically.
Like I don't care what
crazy.
nobody says. Like people always
Think
try
by
to.
the time my shit was done that night, I had abs.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
you
my
feel
shit
it.
locked
Yeah,
up
you
on me.
feel it.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
talking about they were cramping. I'm like, oh shit.
And
Like,
this is to everybody that talks shit about the lyric thing. I know who I am. I know what I do, and
No
I,
bullshit.
I'm an artist. Like I make songs.
right.
Like I'm not trying to be a rapper. I'm not trying to do that hip hop. I've done that shit.
That's the thing though. When you
And
start
that's- I was
performing
not
these
having
shows, bro,
fun.
get yourself do you have a compression set up like
Yeah.
for your vocals? So when you're singing live, you can use the auto tune while you're.
I
performing?
don't like doing that because I've done it before, and for some reason it. Honestly, I think I've done it so much now, like, cause like I feel like I sound. The way I sound live is the way I sound on the song.
Right.
So like it kind of like layers it. I'm not really missing, like
Right.
the auto tune just backs up the tone.
Right.
Or
I
like
get
the
what you're saying.
notes,
So
you know what I'm saying?
It sounds a little
I'm
like
not a singer.
oversaturated type.
Yeah,
shit.
because I'm not a singer. So if I do it live, I'm gonna sound like a cat in an alleyway trying to
Right.
fucking, you know what I mean? But with the song behind me, it's like a perfect like, it's like a sandwich. It's like
Yeah.
just there. It's just you got the
Nah, that
bread,
makes
the
all the
meat,
sense.
like
That makes all the sense.
It just-
Because it's funny when I have songs I harmonize on or I'm using melodies, I keep that shit there because I'm not a singer.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But when I'm spitting my rapidy rap shit,
yeah.
I
Of
keep
course.
them bars. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because
It makes sense,
better.
and you want that
and
shit
y'all
to hit.
sounded so good, even over the shit. That's how I knew that y'all could do it without it.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all niggas sound so good without with the shit behind. I'm like, yo, if the lyrics wasn't there, this shit would have been crazy. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
Yeah, it's
definitely.
that too. Like my memory's shit, so like I know how to like, even if I miss a word, I know how to do it where you won't even know I missed the word. Like,
That's why it's always good to have that hype man who's really ready to say the last.
and that's
word
why
of
we
every line,
all
you know what I'm
we
saying?
One
all
thing I
back
will
each other
say-
up.
Before we end,
Yeah.
when it comes to like just like performing, that's one thing I learned just because I went to an after school program when I was like young that like we're all around music, and one thing my mentor always told me, it was like, bro, no one knows your song better than you. So it's like if you go on stage and fuck up that word, just say if you're supposed to say ass, but you say trash. if you say, "Oh my bad, I messed up," no one's
just
gonna
keep
know
it
that.
going,
nobody's
yeah.
No one's gonna know unless you like. That's why, honestly, when people go on stage, be like, well, I just recorded this like 8 hours ago, whatever.
Yeah, man.
It's like,
Yeah,
bro,
they take
honestly,
away-
They don't need to know none of
It's
that.
like,
They don't
bro,
need to know that.
You're
bro.
already
I'm-
telling us you might fuck
Yep.
up.
Yeah, you don't gotta do all of that. Just go and perform it, because no
Yep.
one, to be honest, no one's not gonna notice until.
Because now they're gonna be waiting for you to fuck up.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
looking for-
I feel like when you do that, and y'all artists take heed to this shit, you literally kind of set yourself up for
to
failure when you
lose.
do that, bro. You do not want to go on stage telling, because when you do that, you're literally just coming out here telling this audience that you're not prepared.
Exactly.
I did not come out here well prepared to serve you guys like I'm supposed to as a fucking
I'd
artist.
rather hear your old shit
You know?
that you know every word to.
Right, exactly. And that's what
That's
you
more of
need
a personal thing. Like, you need to set yourself, like, don't rush your, because some people are so anxious to, like, because the song's so fire, they just
Yep.
recorded it, so they're so hyped that they haven't come down yet.
Exactly.
So like, oh, instead of just doing it when it's meant to be and right, that way it hits A1, you'll feel better that way. So definitely don't, like he said,
yeah, don't
take
go out
notice
there.
of that. Don't say
Don't
that.
go out there putting
Don't
yourself
say that.
Yo, for
Don't
real.
say that.
Nobody gonna want to hear that shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Word.
facts.
But listen, you already know what it is. We're gonna wrap it up for today, and hopefully this is the first of many fucking times that my brothers right here can come
Oh yeah, we're
visit me
definitely gonna do
Nah,
some
yeah,
work.
come
We
back.
have to.
because this is gonna grow. This is gonna
Yeah,
grow. Listen,
100%.
everything I touch gonna turn to gold, motherfucker. I keep telling y'all I'm a
I love it.
conqueror. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna keep watching us elevate. We're gonna keep on doing it for y'all, showing you how to do it. Make sure that you listen. And you're listening to people around you who got advice for you, whether you like it or not. They, when you have advice that you don't like from somebody, trust me, it's because they care about you. That's the one I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you.
that's
too.
a sign. If someone's giving you advice.
And stay focused and just build a team like this, bro, because you can see it's like a brotherhood. It's been around a long time. That's how you know that somebody's fucking really serious too. Hustle Killer's been around for a very long time. You said 10 plus years.
Yeah, we started in 2015. so-
Started in 2015. We're in 2025. That's longevity right there. That means he's been through the fucking ringer. That means he's already failed a million times.
Yep, I
He's
just
already had all the
closed
times,
down
right?
a store. You know what I mean?
See what I'm saying?
But I still got my other one, my studio. Like, we don't ever stop, no matter
Don't
what.
ever
Like,
stop.
it doesn't matter. Going to jail,
The,
fucking
the only people that
losing
don't
people.
succeed is the people who give up when times get rough.
yeah, don't give
I'll
up on
tell you that.
yourself.
That's just like when you don't want to go to the gym and when you go to
Yeah.
that gym that day you don't want to go and you get them great results. Same thing with this being successful and following your dreams, bro. Stay focused and stay focused on the bigger picture. You heard?
Hell yeah.
And hopefully y'all tune in another time to the great area. And again, I want to thank my fellas here from Hustle Killer and my dude Safe. Appreciate you for
bro.
reaching
You
out
already-
personally and
Well,
coming
definitely.
down and introducing me to the family and things like that, bro.
course.
Yeah,
Let's keep building, bro.
Yeah,
Looking forward
100%.
to seeing y'all again.
sure.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.